Since we're
soccer
speaking
player had
about
to do
soccer players, I was gonna tell you guys about how much they're getting paid.
For real, man. They're getting paid
Because
too much
they're getting paid way too much
for them to do.
for them to just kick a ball
Boom,
around.
boom.
Do you believe that it's justified that they're getting paid that
Well,
much compared to like
let's
I don't know
paint a
like a nurse or
picture,
doctor?
because
It's not like you expect some like a doctor to like go off. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? and like bring money.
I mean,
I'm not
you
saying it's a
expect
bad
him to
thing.
go off. He's working on your heart. Like that's the
Bro,
surgeon.
bro is an MVP.
People win. I'm pretty
I
sure
mean,
there's
like-
Japanese doctors where you would go to
I
Japan to
I
get a
didn't mean it
surgery.
like that bad.
Like to do
I-
more-
He went off.
I'm pretty sure like a
I
neurosurgeon.
didn't-
Dude, start recording. You know what? Do like a little Premier League of doctors.
Doctors?
Like,
I'm pretty sure neurosurgeons have
We're
like
gonna have
5
a
rings,
competition.
and like a whole trophy set. Like
I was gonna ask you, would you ever get a tattoo?
Never.
I think anything but my face. Anything but my face.
Yeah.
And my private parts.
Yeah.
That's everything.
Yeah.
Everything is a green light, but everything like my
I
face.
mean, that goes
no.
with body modification. Now you say body parts. What's that? There's that one famous rapper in Mexico, El Babo. He has pearls on his pee-pee.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't
feel
think
like
I would
that's
get
too
that.
much, you know?
Yeah.
Like
For
that,
culture, I guess I can
For
see.
yeah,
Yeah,
for culture,
I am.
kinda
Like,
see
that's
that.
their ideals and stuff like that. The whole, but like us, like you were raised in a loving Christian family, and then one day you just like, oh yeah, I want that. It's just like,
But it's just the
because that's how I feel. You know, like
It's
at
just
the
a
point.
hole in your ear.
Yeah,
At the end of the day.
No. I'm talking about those
I
are
guess.
simple.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like I mean, some people are like, no, I have to look like this. People didn't understand me. This is what I feel like. You know, like at that point, I feel like, damn, brother,
That's too much.
that's
you get that?
that's too much.
Oh my God, we're back. Episode number 15 of the No Clue Podcast. Your host, Kevin. We're here with Eric, Jerry, and Ale.
Hello, guys.
What a lovely,
Back.
lovely Monday. President's Day, right?
Monday, 20th of February, President's Day.
Yeah.
What has the president ever done for us?
I
You
don't
know?
Why do we celebrate President's Day?
I really don't
What's
know.
your favorite president?
Oh, yeah.
Abraham Lincoln?
Never mind.
7 years ago.
I
Oh,
think
wait.
mine's Theodore Roosevelt.
Because he was badass.
Was he a president?
Boy.
Gotta be fucking.
You think about the album? you think about the album and the Chigmas? You talking about Alvin and the Chigman?
No.
Watashi wa Alvin.
What
Watashi
thinking?
wa Alvin this.
Watashi wa Alvin.
Theodore Roosevelt? Yeah, he was.
Yes.
Wasn't he supposed to be like a badass?
I just liked him because he was on Night of the Museum.
Oh,
No way, dog.
As,
he's not wrong about that one.
Who played him? I forgot the actor's name.
Jimmy Neutron.
No.
He's not even real, dog.
He was in Mrs. Doubtfire.
Dude,
He passed away.
recently?
I forgot his name.
He was a really good actor.
It starts with R.
Oh,
Robin Williams.
yeah,
Yeah,
Robin
Robin
Williams, Robin Williams.
Rest his soul, man. He was so funny.
Descansa
I
en paz.
loved him. Yeah. But yeah, that's my favorite president.
Okay. Jerry, what's your favorite president?
My favorite president,
Donald Trump, huh?
Barack Obama.
Oh.
this face like.
Wait.
Barack, what's his middle name?
Jimmy.
No, Hussein.
Hussein Obama.
Oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's
You didn't
You
know
learn
that?
something new every day. No, I didn't know.
We
that.
researched it a couple days ago for some reason.
I told my girl that too. She's like, really? I was like, yeah. She's like,
Did he just call me his girlfriend?
No.
I told my girlfriend.
Yeah, that's what he just said.
Just kidding.
Are you manifesting? Are you? Are you
manifesting.
Anyway, nobody cares about President's Day.
I don't know. I don't think so.
I think we belong in a dictatorship.
There's still stores that are open. I don't think the president is just the face.
It's just
Everything
the
else is
face.
everything else is
Everybody's
in the
it's 'cause
background.
it's a holiday. Nobody
Everybody's
goes
a
to
liz-
school. That's
Everybody's a
like-
lizard.
I mean, I guess
That's the only thing I
Everybody's
would
a-
care
I don't-
about because I don't go to school.
Hillary Clinton a lizard. I don't know. That's what they be saying.
It's the Illuminati, the theories.
Mark
everything.
Zuckerberg a lizard.
Oh, Rihanna's the Illuminati.
You seen her in the Super Bowl?
Yeah, she did the little triangle thing, and everybody was like, "What?"
Apparently, it's supposed to be a diamond, like for a record label, for Jay Z.
and everybody went to the Illuminati like that.
Yeah.
I can see why, but I don't know.
Yeah.
You think they have like a table and she sits right
In the
there
meeting?
in the meeting? They got Drake,
Next to
Jay Z,
Harry Styles.
I don't think Harry Styles is in that.
It's Harry
I
Styles
think so.
at the end
Why
of
would
the
he
table.
be
He
Yeah.
was in the Epstein list.
Some people say this is really like we're really getting like
We're already-
political.
this is already-
I don't know. We just
People
got
didn't know that.
a deep
but-
rabbit hole.
Yeah, but they said that the list is fake because Jim Carrey was supposedly suing somebody because the streamer was like, oh yeah, I seen Jim Carrey. Why y'all supported him? He's in the list. Like he's a certified sexual offender or whatever.
Yeah.
And then his lawyers fucking sent him a
notice.
Yeah, a cease and desist. I think that's what they call it.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's getting sued.
Keep my name out your mouth.
But I swear, when that list came out, it was like, oh, that list is real. Like, y'all see it. And then all of a sudden, right now, everybody's like, that list is fake. So the government's doing something behind our backs.
They can, man. We can't do anything about it.
To be honest.
I mean, they killed the dude.
All we do is just forget. We just know, and then we forget.
Forgive and forget?
That's crazy, though.
You know how, like, that's like a thing. And
Why is
we
this
just
society?
like, we rise up and then, like, we notice it. Everybody's like,
Give
oh,
it, like, a
yeah,
few months?
change this, is it? And it just dies down back to nothing. Like, nothing happens. Nothing changes.
Like if nothing
Because
changed.
people are stupid.
We do it
Like
for,
right
like,
now, we're talking about it. We're like, listen up, you haters on the comments. Do something about it instead of just talking shit on that bitch. Because
all
I
this
swear,
start, you got him right because of
Yeah.
President's Day.
no,
You got him right.
He's riled up.
No, because we was watching like government stuff. Like right now, apparently our social security is gonna run out. The derailment of the Ohio, I think Ohio.
Things are going down, bro.
A lot of
Things
crazy
are
things
going
going
down.
on in the States.
Yeah. So.
Oh, Austin también. Austin, like, it's been going rowdy or something.
No, it was because
that
of
was something else. It was-
A power break broke and exploded and they made colors or something like that.
Made
No,
colors.
that's not what I'm talking about.
Colors.
Isn't
What
that
other-
like
They were-
toxic
they were
You talking about
rioting.
The,
They were
the,
the riots.
racism stuff, or was it?
No.
What was it about?
It was like a group of people. I think they were like street racers,
Oh.
and they basically like blocked the road, and then
Speed racer?
some cops had showed up, and then they just started like bombing it, like the police car.
Orale.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's what's
When
up.
did this happen?
People rioting.
When did this happen?
I don't know. I saw it on Twitter. It's like a week ago, I think, or like recently.
The
Yeah.
world is going.
We just need to huddle up like how we
Crazy.
did here.
There's just so much to cover.
Yeah,
We
it's
just need to
like too
huddle
many
up like we
things going
did
on.
with George Floyd. Remember, like COVID happened and then George Floyd and then everybody huddled up and not a lot of people died. So you can like I remember saying, stay away, distance yourself. And
Yeah.
we did those big masses and nobody got sick. You know what I mean? Like I feel like it wasn't as
That we all came together as
no,
people.
it wasn't as serious as the government made it seem. Because if it was that serious, all those masses would have died. You know what I mean?
What's your point?
Yeah.
That the government still lying to us. You
Oh.
know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was like,
Because
There's probably some
because we're talking about like
conspiracy there, to be honest.
how they probably had the cure for cancer.
Yeah.
They probably already had like some cure for some COVID or whatever.
Yeah.
And it wasn't that serious. And only if you had like already like pre-existing conditions that
Thank you,
actually made
Pfizer.
you you already had like a low
You seen
immune
those
system.
videos?
Well, wasn't it with Donald Trump? Like he got COVID, but like he was
Yeah,
like in
and-
really bad condition, and then
I don't
all of a
think he
sudden he
was.
was
I-
like,
he was
yeah,
okay.
all like all good and everything. That
I feel like he was.
you know what saved him? America. That's what he said. He was like, America saved me.
They put him the American vaccine, like that.
Something, bro. I
They
don't
put
know.
like they put the what was that one separate episode where they put money, and then they cured AIDS with that. I think it was
It was a hat or what?
Excuse me?
who was the basketball player that had AIDS?
Shaquille O'Neal.
Magic Johnson.
Shaquille O'Neal.
I don't know, bro. I don't know. I don't know what
You're
you're
not
talking
spreading
about.
misinformation. Yeah, Shaquille O'Neal had AIDS back in the
What's he gonna do? Find me?
40s.
Back in the 80s.
He'll grab you with
Are
his
you
big
vaccinated?
hand. No.
Oh yeah, he's on.
Yeah,
he's
thank you,
vaccinated.
Pfizer. He's gonna start shaking this shit.
Thank you,
Just
Look at me.
start
Look at me.
Yeah. That's why you didn't take it, huh?
I was scared.
Are you serious?
Yeah, he's not vaccinated.
Oh fuck. Hey man.
I'm being
Choice
for
is
real.
yours.
I'm being for
Choice
real.
is yours.
Yeah.
I think all of us are vaccinated
Yeah.
except him.
Everybody else
That's
vaccinated.
crazy.
I mean, nothing. You didn't get sick or anything, did you?
No, I stayed home. That's what you were supposed to do. Like
Yeah, but
I
it's
feel like
still-
because
it's
y'all
still
were
out
at
there,
work.
though.
Yeah, I mean I didn't.
You didn't have a actual
Damn,
like
you're immune. They
corporate
need your
job.
blood.
I feel like it
No.
because apparently we had it like 2 or 3 times, and then I was telling you that there was somebody that recently had COVID on our job,
Yeah.
and he was talking to us, and we were just like,
He just kept his.
he didn't
distance.
tell my dad he was working because like my dad is really scared about that. Like they take precautions and say but like the dude's like, oh yeah, I have COVID. Is it okay I talk to you? I'm like, okay, yeah.
Did you ever get COVID?
Apparently we did, like, because I remember my mom would still have to work at jobs, for money, and then like some of them did have it, and then one time like she just came home like, I'm really tired, and then what's it called? She was at home, she did the test, and then she was scared, but we were like, she was like, don't stay away from him. We're like, that's just like a mental thing. Like you already know.
nada,
Like,
no pasa
no, it wasn't because like I feel like that's what got a lot of people killed because everyone was scared.
Yep.
Yeah.
And like
that's
when it's like the brain
It's a mental
is a really powerful thing, and then what's it called? We were just like, nah, don't worry about it. And she said like that made her feel like better because that it's like, oh, my family's next to me. Like it's not as deadly as it is. Like they make it seem, and that's why we don't really take the vaccine because it was really just like I feel like it scared a lot of people. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Because out of that, with my Illuminati and stuff like that, the government, like, what's Dr. Fauci was like, oh, take the vaccine, and then all the pharmaceutical companies getting free money from the government to make those vaccines, and then they're like,
you're just suspicious about it.
And then people were like, oh, you gotta take the booster. Go take the booster. It's for free.
I think.
But like, where does that money go? You know what I mean? People don't really think about that,
Yeah.
and it's just like free. And
I think he was getting sued like recently, like.
Yeah, because
apparently he was getting sued for like the vaccines basically because I don't think people really know like what it has or something like that. I don't remember.
Yeah, that's what
he was getting sued. That's
what I mean. That's
crazy.
behind the main media. There's like stuff like that he's getting sued. I read that and
yeah.
So you're an anti-vaxxer.
and people are like, no, I'll take my vaccines, the ones that are already like
the necessary ones,
the necessary ones and stuff
Yeah.
like that. But that one, like we were just like. They said
it's because they just made it out of nowhere and they didn't have like
because they know
trials or like what
like
could
at the
possibly
beginning.
happen.
I remember they're like, oh, it's like the flu and stuff like that. And all of a sudden they're just like, oh man, people are dying. Go take.
Yeah, I would admit it is suspicious how fast they came up with like the
Yeah,
shots
and then I'm telling
everything.
you, they
And then
were.
the distribution of it was like fast, crazy, and like free and everything. But I guess like at the same time, like it's people just wanted to make sure like just to get it, and then you don't have to worry about it.
No, it did. If obviously if you were working outside like with a bunch of
In a
people,
group
go
of
take
people,
it. I would
yeah.
tell you go take it, but I'm telling you, I stayed home. I was like I don't see it.
the point of it.
And then
is
at the
you're
same
not gonna
time,
go
I was sort of actually scared. Like you go into the place where people are like, oh, let me go test if I have. There's bound to be you're gonna get infected at that place. You just like it's like a more chance than if you were regular out in the street or whatever. That's what I thought. It's all like it's just better I stay home. Like I'll take my precautions. I'm not gonna be the asshole that goes like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go to the store and buy everything. I'm not gonna take the vaccine. You're getting lied to and stuff like that. And then just be like that. No, I take my precautions just so everybody doesn't like anti-vaxxer. No,
I forget people still like because I see when I go to the store like people still wear masks. Like
Yeah, there's
it's mainly older people, but there are some younger people who still wear it too. And I'm just like, I forgot we went through COVID, bro. Like 2 years ago, like it was like really bad. Like everybody was wearing masks, everybody was home.
3 years ago.
Oh yeah, 3 years ago.
Fuck
And now
yeah.
we're just like all back to normal. Like it never happened, bro.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I don't know. It's all seems suspicious.
That was-
Jerry, what's your thoughts about this?
Me, I mean,
The quiet reserve guy with a gun.
the
on
only
his
guy,
desk?
the only reason. Oh my god.
That's too specific,
Oh my
man.
God.
I saw it one time. I got scared. That's
You
why I
saw
want to be
it?
his friend.
You saw his Glock?
Yeah.
I saw his
The only
Glock.
reason I got
Pink tip and all.
Shut the fuck up. Jesus Christ.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say
Let
the
him
only reason I got
speak.
the vaccine was because we traveled afterwards,
Oh, okay.
like when I had like tournaments and stuff, so I had to get
Yeah.
to get on the plane.
Stuff like that. Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's
So,
what I mean. If you did that, go ahead and
Understandable.
because my other family did get it because
and
they travel.
plus, we worked at the airport afterwards, so it was like a lot of people.
Yeah,
coming
a
in
lot of
and
people.
out.
Nah, but basically, my parents was like from work back home. We had to go groceries or mask, whatever. Yeah,
Yeah, I was working at
sanitizer.
the airport. Yeah, and it was
Just to have sanitizer in your cars. I know
I
you
do,
have. I
yeah.
seen
I
it.
have
now.
the little one.
Like I remember we didn't. I mean, we used to have, but like we used to have a ton now. Like I was like, dang, all these sanitizers.
We used
Like
to have
it really
masks,
changed. Like, we used to.
sanitizers, like,
It was like
everything in
a
the car.
societal thing. Like
Yeah.
the mask. I remember we had colored masks. We're like, I'm gonna wear the purple one this time and stuff like that.
And then people were flexing it on Twitter, like got a whole packet of black masks, and then like on Amazon, there's like a
Right.
like get your money up. There's a bunch of it's a bunch of masks just lined up like in a stack. It's like damn, dude,
crazy.
people like how
Bros
like things
were
changed.
flexing
Yeah,
everything, bro.
The worst part was that there was no toilet papers.
No, but that's the beginning. Everybody's like, "Oh, there's not gonna be no more production and stuff." Man.
like calm.
Bro,
down.
that was the one thing everybody went for.
That's what
It
I'm
was
saying, bro.
Like water también.
My
Water.
parents went crazy.
For toilet paper?
Yeah.
You still have them, no?
Like
yeah,
10
I don't know
it's
if
in
we
the
went
corner.
inside the
10
house,
stacks of them.
But like it's like stacks,
This
like
time run out.
boxes.
This time run out.
What we gonna
man.
wipe our ass with, bro?
Yeah.
Well,
What are we gonna clean with?
yeah.
No napkins.
They was wilding, bro.
And like out of anything healthful, it's just like my ass is gonna fucking.
Yeah. It's gonna be like scratched.
It'd be all
But it's like
covered in-
sandpaper or whatever. It's gonna be bleeding. If you use regular paper or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, bro. What happened?
What a lovely weather.
Oh, you didn't see it?
You do have Spider-Man socks on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were talking before the even podcast started. We were just talking about
Like Alejandro always goes out with his Spider-Man socks.
Yeah, and
and you just
We didn't know
seen
he
him
was
right now.
wearing
to my
like that.
surprise, I looked down at his feet.
I don't know if this is the ones that my brothers gave me or if Lowe's gave me these ones, but yeah, I'll be wearing them. Yeah, I'm a loving guy, you know. I'll never wear anything you give me though, because it stinks.
Because I never give you anything because I don't love you.
Give him flowers.
Because he stinks.
Give him flowers.
Yeah, and I'm gonna go
Gary.
planet.
I didn't say anything.
Give
Anyways,
me inside jokes for all the time now.
no clue podcast.
Never
We
give
just-
Jerry flowers.
We don't know what we're talking
Oh
about.
my god.
But
Yeah, I got no clue.
Yeah, bro, the government out there to kill you. They don't help you. They're not your friend.
President's Day.
So President's Day. Why we
Happy
celebrate it?
President's Day.
But my favorite president of all time, probably Biden. You know, he's funny. I feel like,
he's a robot, bro.
yeah, he's funny.
So, dude, I voted for him, but like seeing
Like how
The
he
clips.
is. Yeah.
of like him talking and then like what is he saying?
What's he
I-
on about?
But it's like, what is he saying? Sometimes like
I feel
the
like-
ones that are all over Twitter, the ones that are trending.
There's no need. I'm telling you, you gotta read everything else.
Yeah.
Because there's other clips where I see
Yeah.
he does some coherent
Yeah,
like
yeah.
like speeches, and I'm like, oh, he's
But like
smart.
it's the people that try to make him look bad.
yeah, try to be.
And
oh,
then
like-
they just get a clip, and then it's like, what is he saying? And then it's like, and then he just talks about
Yeah,
random stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, and then it pauses for a long
it
time.
amazed me that we were
Yeah.
supposed to have this government so that it helps the people, but somehow we decided to take sides. You know, no, you're that party. Like, what the heck? Where we get this? You know, where would we get this fucking shit from? I don't know.
I mean,
Getting
crazy.
political here on the
sides.
No Clue podcast.
Yeah, getting political.
There's always sides, you know.
But for
For
this,
every-
like, I
for
mean, we were
everything,
supposed to be
bro.
united and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That George Washington
Like-
said we're supposed to be under one party.
He was a racist.
Oh yeah,
But
but he had some
He
ideas.
didn't clean his
He was-
teeth. He had
got
white.
wooden
He had
teeth.
yellow teeth.
Wooden
from,
teeth.
Yeah.
from slaves he got from, right?
He was just a nasty white man.
Yeah. But he did say when he created the Declaration of Independence with what was his name? Who was his buddy? John
Thomas
Adams?
Jefferson.
Thomas Jefferson?
I think so.
Whoever wrote it. He's like,
Those people.
hopefully we only have one political system, one party, because that's what we need. That's all we need. We need to be
Yeah.
unified. And literally,
And look what happened now. Look at our society. All
if
split
you don't
and
vote
divided.
Trump, you're against the United States of America. And I'm like, oh, okay, my bad, bro.
You know, when I was in college and I had to take a political
Class.
class, they were talking about different parties, like Republican,
The
Democratic.
Tea Party.
The
The Tea Party.
I get, I
That-
think
Is
so.
it Liberty Party? No.
Libertarian?
Yeah.
Yeah, and
and
then
tea.
there was one that
There's
was
another
like,
one, like a green.
Yeah,
green.
I found that one interesting because no one ever talks about it, and like that one is like pro health or something, or like pro like good stuff,
Like all the good.
like meant to be good,
yeah.
and no one talks about it. Like, where's that one at?
I don't know. It's
It's
because
'cause I
the
think
other two parties have
That's
money.
you.
Inform yourselves. It's
Let's
'cause-
all vote for. No, I'm just kidding. it's just like telling everybody.
Eric
No.
Madonna.
I think it's more like the.
It's like a business.
I just
No,
found it
no.
interesting. Like we
It's
don't
because
talk
the
about
red
it.
and blue have more money, so that's what you see
Oh,
more.
yeah, yeah,
Like they like
They get
propaganda.
funded more.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
I guess, yeah.
they,
Yeah.
they
That
do the
makes
little
sense.
commercials and stuff like that, and you don't
Yeah.
see the other one.
That's
but,
crazy though.
But it's because like if you look at those people, the other parties, they do sound crazy a little bit sometimes when
Yeah.
they're
Little radical, whatever.
They're a little radical or whatever, and like yeah, it'll work theoretically, but you know stuff like that. Like,
I think No Clue should be a party
yeah, we'll make one.
No
because we
clue
got no
should be
clue
a
what we're
party.
doing. Everybody just say something. We'll take a
But
tally.
wait for the people. I'm doing this for the good of the people.
We'll take a tally. If whoever gets the most votes, hey, y'all voted for it.
Look,
You
I'm
know?
an honest man. I want money, but only just to get like the living expenses out of the way. The rest of the money, I'll be like Mr. Beast. I'll give it away. I don't
Mr.
care.
Beast.
I don't care.
Mr. B.
Like at some point, I'll buy enough items where I'll be like, what's the point of getting another one? So like, let me just give my money away. Like that's what I feel like I would do.
Yeah.
That's what I need to do.
I'm not as educated in the political in the world
Aspect.
So
Yeah.
vote me for president. I don't know.
You're gonna be like Sadio
I'm not educated in
Mane.
that.
Sadio Mane.
Sadio Mane.
He give what did he do? He built like a community or like he fixed
In
it
his
up.
hometown?
Yeah, his hometown.
He's like
Like
building like
hospitals
With
yeah.
his
See,
money that he
focus
gets
on
paid.
that positive.
Since
A
we're
soccer
speaking
player had
about
to do
soccer players, I was gonna tell you guys about how much they're getting paid
For real, man. They getting paid
because
too much
they're getting paid way too much
for them to do.
for them to just kick a ball
Boo-boo
around.
in the ball.
Sports in general, no? Everybody's been talking about it.
Yeah, like basketball players. I think they're the most paid actually,
Basketball?
in the
Yeah.
US
Is it
or
not?
like in general.
in
gen-
like sports.
Okay.
Like they're the most paid, and then I think the Premier League was like third or fourth or whatever. But Yeah.
But it's
do you believe that it's justified that they're getting paid that much compared to like I don't know, like a nurse or doctor?
Because we was talking about this earlier, and you was comparing like people were saying like we don't need no more podcasters, we need doctors and stuff like that. But
Nope.
go ahead and be a doctor and get paid less than a dumb basketball player, a dumb podcaster. Go ahead, that's what you want. I mean, you're helping people, but at the same time, I feel like those people are also like giving away money, like I'm saying, like they're helping other people.
There are some people who like that get that money and they do give back and help out, but I still think.
But I think the argument was like there's some people that get too much money for them not to be doing.
For
like,
example,
for not helping the community and for like being due to it at,
for
their,
example,
at their job. For
Paul
example,
Pogba, he's getting paid to do nothing.
Isn't he injured?
Yeah, exactly. He's doing nothing, and he's just getting like paid like millions of dollars for like not doing anything.
Honestly, when signing him, he wasn't meant to be out for the whole year. He was meant to be out for the first month.
Yeah. Oh, so you want to bootleg him, huh?
I'm not trying to say I'm bootlegging, but like you don't look at it saying like you're gonna buy him and expect him to be out the whole year.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like you expect, they tell you he's gonna be out for a month. You expect him
to be fit, to be able to play
after that month.
Yeah.
And then he goes off for you. But then like it's just like failed investment. But like people like, I'm not gonna say like it's a good thing that they get paid a lot, you know.
Okay.
But like people like Ronaldo.
Okay.
Where he gets paid stupid amount of money, stupid amount of money.
Him and
Saudi,
Messi,
right?
Him and Messi.
Yeah, but like the thing is with Ronaldo, he's an ambassador for Saudi Arabia for getting the World Cup.
Okay.
He's brings millions of jersey sales. People come to Saudi Arabia just to go watch him. That's like money he's bringing in by himself.
Yeah.
So it's like
it's more than just a player.
Yeah, like it's more of an investment.
That's what they need to look at. Yeah.
I think
the point
because
that's
Ali
what
was saying, me and him were talking about like players like Ronaldo and Messi who have done a lot and like do other things. Like it's justified for them to get paid that amount.
And the thing is that like people like Ronaldo and Messi, they have in their hometowns hospitals, hotels, airports. You know, like things to
help the community.
Their community, you know, like it's not like just them balling out, because they do ball out, right? Like every soccer player, you know, spends money.
I feel like that's not like every person who has like money is gonna want to like show it off and stuff like
you know?
And I like that's fine, but I'm talking about more like I don't know, like
who's a player,
paying, like Jack Grealish, like he like they bought him so that because he was gonna be like a really good potential player, and it fumbled.
Plus, they're under contracts. It's not like you see somebody suck and you're like, we're gonna have to pay you less. You can't, because that person's under a contract that they're getting paid this much amount. You know what I'm saying?
Because I know like obviously
it's all investment.
It's for the player as well, because like the player, like obviously like they want to get paid compared to like other people, like a good amount of money. But I'm talking more like comparing like a soccer player to like somebody who works like a 9-to-5 job, like as a nurse or like a doctor. Like a doctor like literally saves lives, and then they're getting paid like a salary not even close compared to like a Premier League player. So I'm like saying, is that justified? Like, does that make sense? Yeah. Because like I mean, obviously throughout the years, like the money has gone up for like soccer players. Because like it keeps going up.
I just see it as like a corporation. Like it's like
me too.
Corporate stuff, like business. It's straight business.
They get paid that much is just because they bring in things. Yeah. You know, like it's not. I don't see it. Like I understand the fight of it being like they're saving lives. I want to pay a doctor more than I pay a soccer player. Yeah. But the thing is that soccer players are also bringing in money, like in a different way. Yeah. More like sponsorships, you know, things, fans, everything. I think that's the only reason that they get paid more. And it's like all investment. It's not like
because there's a bunch more money in the business.
It's not like you expect like a doctor to like go off. You know what I'm saying? And like bring money.
You expect him to go off. He's working on your heart. Like that's
bro is an MVP.
People win. I'm pretty sure there's Japanese doctors where you would go to Japan to get a surgery.
Like to do more.
I'm pretty sure like a neurosurgeon.
Start recording. You know what? Do like a little Premier League of doctors.
I'm pretty sure a neurosurgeon Barcelona just have
we're
like
gonna have
5
a
rings,
competition.
and like a whole trophy set. Like
We're gonna
yeah,
have 5
yeah.
doctors.
He just like
You about to give me my 6th ring.
yeah, about to get my 6th ring today. About to operate on this guy right here.
But you
I
mean like
didn't mean
to
it
do
like
more
that,
like
yeah.
that they're capable of.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
to
Imagine.
I didn't mean it that bad.
They're the national
competitive.
television. It's
Yeah,
competitive.
like it's not a competitive.
The number one
scene, you
doctor.
know?
if they're,
I mean,
if
there-
they're
there
ass
probably
though,
is, like, a
there's gonna be a
system like
death
that.
on
Yeah.
camera. You know what I mean? The patient like, oh, he's gone.
I'm sure there are
They
awards.
just like showing it live.
Yeah, I mean that's why they probably don't
I
do
think-
it because you don't really play with that.
Like I guess like hospitals and everything, like nurses are there just in case, you know, like to help.
Yeah.
And then like people, like once people are okay, they're like they're invested in like, you know, what makes them happy, I guess, so, like sports. So like they put more money into that, and they're like a doctor's like just in case, you know what I mean? Like they fall back on a doctor with like
Yeah.
health, like the health industry, and then like a sports industry is like way more money coming in and out because people are okay, you know what I mean? They're not blowing money, putting money into like the healthcare, like
Yeah.
the health system. They're putting money
Yeah.
into like the sports because like
Entertainment. Basically.
yeah, entertainment
Yeah.
purposes, and so they invest more money in that so that they can keep people like entertained and like just like have what's it called?
It's just basically the bringing in money.
Yeah.
It's you're allowed to be more freely with the money you have.
Yeah. It's because I understand that
And that's
because
what
like
corporations do.
It's because our argument at the end of the thing was like, I feel like they just need to revise. I know it's on contract, but like they
Yeah.
need to be like, before they do the contract, like if you're gonna sign Messi, like someone like you could see his face and you're like everybody's gonna know him. Like no, even if you don't watch the sport, like oh that's Messi.
yeah.
They need to look at the player and be like, okay, let's see how much he did. Like apart from like his skills and as a soccer player, let's see if he like let's see if he has like bringing shirts or
Like how
like
much like shirt
yeah,
sales,
shirt
and
sales.
investments, and
but
all
I'm
that
sure they
stuff.
do though. Like I'm sure.
Yeah, but like the point is like they spend so much. Like they really need to be like, cause like that's why Barcelona was buying all those players, and then they were like losing money because they were paying too much for those players and stuff like that. They need to like think about it and be like, okay, cause like I guess they spend that much money because they really wanted that player,
Yeah.
and like the player wanted it for money, but like they should have just like been like, yeah, that man is not gonna be good for you, brother. Just like let him go. Like just, I guess I know you need to change, but like I guess like. Stay in this like
and
this.
also like in sports,
Uh-huh.
you have to win trophies
That to keep
to get
yeah.
more money, right?
Yeah,
To
yeah.
keep that corporation.
The fun.
The reason that Barcelona team went like kind of bankrupt is because they weren't winning anything,
Yeah, that's what I mean.
and they bought all those players to win. It's not like they expected
Yeah.
to lose. You know what I'm saying? Like they expect to win, so they buy those players. It's not their fault that those players didn't provide, and they're losing money. You know what I'm trying to say? Like
Well, and
I feel like they
'cause
did have
for-
like it's
you
because they had
expect
enough.
The good thing about the team, I understand, because Barcelona is a big club. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like
Yeah.
that is a top club that everybody and their mamas want to go to. So it's like you don't expect them to lose.
Mhm.
And when they do lose and they're losing money like that, it's not something that you like completely prepare for.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, at
In their
that point
situation.
for Barcelona, it was the president that they had
Yeah,
at
I
the
feel
time
like
because
the pre-
he
was
went crazy with the money, and after that, when COVID hit, it just like
Yeah.
basically like completely like destroyed them.
Shut them out. Yeah.
Like they had no funds for anything, and so they had to sell like a bunch of things. But at that point, that was more like the president's fault, I think, because he just felt like he
Like,
could buy
maybe,
players so they could like do better, and then the players didn't perform like you said. But it's not their fault.
But at the end of the day, I think a doctor should get paid more.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But at the end of the day, that fact still stands. It's like the human, I guess, like
I mean,
human,
Human
like
respect
like
out of it.
like
Yeah.
the human
Doctor.
concept. I would say is like it would make more sense. It should make more
Yes,
sense
for a
that
doctor to get paid
a
more.
doctor should get paid more. Like nurses, everybody should get
Yeah.
paid more in this industry than just people kicking a ball.
But
that's how society fucked it.
I
Like
just
and
have
values,
the
they put more
idea-
value
Yeah.
into entertainment
It's
purposes and
'cause
shit.
I
So-
feel like I think if you really think about it, soccer players are more of a celebrity type. If you think
I-
about
I
it,
feel like
so
soccer
they
got
have
destroyed.
social media. You don't see as doctors as celebrities. I think you would go someone that goes to be a doctor. They were like a normal human being. I
Yeah.
don't want to be known. Like I want to
They're
save
looking to
people.
help people,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. But like there is some doctors I say that what's that one, the one in Miami that does all the BBLs and stuff like that.
Dr. Miami.
Dr. Miami.
Dr. Miami. Okay. Yeah, I saw this poster and what was that one highway? I don't know, but in Taco Steak,
But they have,
you
like,
just see
TV
like
shows, no?
they just see like some butter breast, like come to Dr. Miami and we'll do your operation.
They don't have TV shows though.
They have that's when they have
Yeah.
some. Was that Dr. Pimple Popper?
Okay.
Yeah, that's what her name
But,
is.
like,
I just think like
earn a
the
lot of money. I
representation
feel
for
like-
like doctors isn't there compared to like
Yeah, because I
entertainment or
feel like-
sports,
But the
so it
thing
just
is
doesn't
that,
get like
like,
shown.
Those doctors, I guess they figured that out,
Yeah,
and that's why they make these TV shows. You
and
know,
they make
like,
money from that. That's
Like
what
they're-
they're making more money on top of like what they already
Yeah,
make.
but I feel like that's only a select few of doctors because
Yeah,
there's
yeah,
still like
yeah.
way
I feel like
more
it's-
But I'm
amount
sure
of
there's
doctors.
better
who-
like doctors too.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
that
Like,
too.
But like, I do understand the
It's
fact.
because I guess
Yeah.
if you want to be
Yeah.
top player, you gotta be a recognized like celebrity, basically, sort of. Like that's why you see their faces and they get paid more because of what they bring. But if you're a doctor, I mean, I guess you could be a top doctor, but it'd be like more like you can be behind the scenes without having to show your face. It's just like probably be like word.
I think
word
the
on
health
word.
industry isn't even about like fame or anything. It's just about
Yeah.
helping. It's
Yeah,
about-
so that's why
Yeah.
they don't, and that too. So that's why they just.
Yeah.
I guess that's why you didn't get paid a lot, but
And then there's people like Mbappe, where he came out as a 16-year-old.
Mhm.
Everybody wants him because he's amazing
And he's young.
and he's young. You know, like you're looking at
Yeah.
it as by the time, well, right now he's like 23, 24. But
Mhm.
like by the time he's 23, you're like, he's going to be
the best
amazing.
player
Yeah,
like in the
the
world.
best
or
player in the
something like
world.
But-
he's going to bring in money
that.
yeah.
by himself, like not even with the club. By
Yeah.
himself, he brings in money. Him alone, he's gonna
Donatello.
win us trophies.
Yeah.
You know, like that
The
brings
turtle.
in more money. You
Get
know,
another
Yeah.
CR7.
Yeah.
it's not something that you're like.
But yeah.
I
You're,
think
you're
'cause-
thinking into it like, if I'm paying this much money for somebody, I accidentally hit the mic. If I'm paying this much money for somebody, I hope they bring in 10 times more, so I
bet,
can
yeah.
pay them
Yeah.
more.
Obviously, they are investments, but I just think like it's crazy to think like I don't know. Let's say Mbappe, he's probably getting paid like 250,000 a week,
A week,
and that's basically like one person's salary in like a year. So like that's what I mean. That comparison.
Not
between
even
that
most
and
people's
that.
salary.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
not
like
even. That's like a professional, like a
that's
senior
like
engineer or
like
something
a
like that.
neurologist, like a neurosurgeon,
Yeah.
like top neurosurgeon.
Yeah.
But I feel like there's the medical industry is like that too. Like how soccer is, like where they have like a president that owns it, and then they invest into like their store or
Yeah.
their hospital. There is there is an ambient like that because I feel like I don't know if you ever seen shows like there was this one I think I watched like The Good Doctor. I don't know if you watched it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they had like the main doctor, the president,
Yeah.
and they're like, "Why'd you do that? Your people are not coming in anymore, so we're earning less money and stuff like that." So they do have like
They
that
have, like,
sort of
founders,
reputation. They have to have
CEOs
reputation
of the hospital
and
itself.
Yeah, and they
Yeah.
need to like fund their doctors, like
Yeah.
because you think about it, I don't know how like doctors would get paid by the government or by the owner of the hospital.
owner of the
I
hospital.
really don't know about that. But then I think about it like I'm comparing like shirt sales.
Yeah.
Let's talk about like the medicine because a lot of people are like I remember seeing TikToks about like ask for an itemized bill because a lot of those medicines they get overcharged because or sometimes like a Band-Aid is like $300 and you're like why is this Band-Aid $300 when I can go buy it at the store like oh my bad. But we're thinking about like if some people don't do that they're getting that extra money like where is that extra money going to? I know it's going back to like the main owners but like why
Not all of it's going back to the doctor.
Doctors.
Yeah.
why would the owners I know they need to
Need the
spend
money,
but
I guess.
I'm pretty sure they have more than enough.
Yeah.
Maybe we should instead of
like
arguing with
focusing
the
on-
players
yeah.
we argue with the owners because I mean that's why a lot of people are also mad at the industry because it's privatized I think and so like the government has nothing to do with it even
Yeah.
though we should think that the government that's why a lot of people argue
Are
like
arguing
like,
we
about
should need
like,
healthcare
yeah.
and stuff like that.
Honestly, like in the soccer world, like that is a real thing.
Yeah.
Like people see that as a real thing, especially with like people like teams like Manchester City.
Uh-huh.
You know how like people are like, oh, City's ruining football. You know,
Yeah.
because the fact that like when they want somebody, they overspend.
Yeah.
Like with Jack Grealish,
Yeah.
like he's really good. Everybody wants him, but they're willing to overspend to secure that player. So it's like
But and it's
it
just gonna
makes
keep going like
sense
higher,
in
like
that industry, but like at the same time, that overspending really like destroys the whole
The aspect of the game.
Yeah, the whole aspect of like who should get paid more, who should get paid less.
Yeah.
Why are we paying more for him? Why are we paying less for him? You know, like that's what ruins that whole money thing because you're paying 100 million for Jack Grealish. Imagine how much Messi and Mbappe are worth.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's why they're worth so much because Jack Grealish is like a mid player, right? I'm only using Jack Grealish as an
example.
Just like talking mess
He's like
about
a
Jack Grealish.
he's like a mid player, like honestly.
I mean, he was good.
He's good, but
in
like
the World Cup, right? Wasn't he
he's
going
not-
off?
Yeah, he's good, but the thing is that Mbappe scored 4 goals in the final.
Yeah.
Jack Grealish is not gonna do that. That's the reason Mbappe is worth that much. Everybody's gonna buy an Mbappe shirt. Everybody's gonna want to go see Mbappe play.
Yeah.
You know, like that's what brings in their money.
Yeah.
I don't know the doctor side of it, but like
Yeah.
that's why they get paid so much. I don't
I mean,
agree with it.
I feel like
So I guess the answer would be
Yeah.
like the people who watch, if they really have a gripe with it,
Yeah.
start yelling at the managers or
At the
whatever.
manage- it's more of like the company
But
side.
it
But at
all,
that point, it's
it
more
all
like
falls
it's-
back to the same thing. Like
Yeah.
we all riled up, and then
Yeah.
we're like,
Like,
oh,
all
we
come
should do
together.
something about it,
and nothing happens.
and nothing happens.
So
yeah,
So I
There's
guess
too much
just live
corruption.
life. Let's just
yeah,
play the game,
a lot of
basically.
corruption.
and just
Play the game how it's supposed to be played. I mean,
It is what it is at the end.
It
the
is.
game's a game.
And they
Yeah.
bought Mbappe like at 19.
It's crazy, bro.
07 fanboy.
Hella money.
We just went on a whole rant.
I mean, that's true, man. People are they.
But we're not.
Just so they know we're intellectuals.
We're just no
We're-
clue.
we're-
We're
we're-
no,
yeah,
we're
right.
intellectuals.
We're not
So-
political, people. We don't know too
But
much.
we know a little
But
bit.
we know like.
When we have
But at
a
the same time, we're not like
We're
professionals.
we have the higher
like
IQ.
just to clear it up, like
We have higher IQ than those people who just comment.
we're
and
just people with
say-
opinions. We have opinions.
Yeah,
and-
no,
and
we
what
do
we believe
more,
in.
Yeah,
No.
We'll
We
change
might-
the world.
We might be completely wrong.
No,
I don't think so.
No. But I'm saying like about a lot of things we might be completely
yeah,
wrong.
like about certain
how things work.
Yeah.
We're not
everything about
professionals.
things work.
But,
It's
like,
what we believe.
This is our opinion.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Now, why is my Talano $35? Just a whole other argument.
On the aisle,
What am I
it's
talking about?
15.
God damn, bro.
Why is what's it called? Penicillin.
Penicillin.
Why is it $30, please?
Oh,
Can you lower that down?
I don't know, buddy.
It's crazy how
Just pay
like,
up.
you need to pay money to get
survive,
better.
right?
Yeah,
Just
That's
as like a
crazy.
treatment.
Just to
Yeah.
survive.
My
Just to
jaw, my
survive.
jaw's been messed up, and I was like, I need to get money.
Do you think we should be like
I need to get money fixed.
like Australia, where they have like free government
Healthcare?
healthcare? Yeah,
I mean, they're doing well.
they're doing pretty
They're
good.
pretty good. So I mean, why not follow their system?
Yeah.
But
Because the people,
But
I'm
money-
telling you, like
'Cause we have
the owners of the hospitals,
we
they
have
they
greedy
lobby,
people.
they give what it means. They give money to the politicians
To the politicians, yeah.
to keep it this way. Keep it this way, buddy.
Keep
And we'll give
our
you checks.
monopoly, our capitalist society, like the way
Yeah.
it is.
So
money is the most
I'm
important
not.
thing.
I'm not
It's
for.
Money
going
runs the world.
crazy.
Yeah.
Money runs the world.
We need to get rid of those people,
Especially
or
in
I'm not trying to say anything, insinuate anything, but like that's the only way. We
Please
gotta
riot.
get rid.
Go crazy.
Go crazy.
Go to your nearest hospital and just start throwing everything.
anarchy. That's I feel like that.
Yeah, go. Just
That's the only way, bro.
But nothing's really gonna happen.
We're gonna go missing in 2 weeks, guys. Just so you know, we're not suicidal. None
go
of us.
missing.
We're not. None of us. We're all healthy boys, and
Please.
yeah,
I'm
guys.
almost gonna graduate.
Let's just
No.
stop talking about political stuff. I was gonna ask you, would you ever get a tattoo?
Never,
Yeah.
unless it's on my left nut sack.
Fuck, I don't want to get tattooed. So
Nah.
bad.
Because I feel like I would want to get a tattoo, and I feel like they look good, like aesthetically. But then compared to like other people who like get like their full body like tatted, like everything, like I
At
feel like that
point,
doesn't
you
look
look
as
like a
good.
bum, huh?
Like Post Malone.
I think no, he does it for
I
his.
think
That's for his like his image. That looks. I feel like it
He
looks,
looks
alright.
cool as like
Yeah.
cool, but
Yeah,
like
it looks cool as hell. That's it.
But I don't think I would do that. Like I wouldn't get
Yeah.
like my full body like tatted or like.
I think
go full
anything
time.
but my face. Anything but my face.
Yeah.
And my private parts.
Yeah.
That's everything.
Yeah.
Everything is a green light, but everything like my
I
face.
mean that goes
no.
with body modification. Now you say body parts. What's that? There's that one famous rapper in Mexico, El Babo.
Hmm?
He has pearls on his pee-pee.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't
feel
think
like
I
that's
would get
too
that.
much, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know about you. You wouldn't do body modifications.
'Cause even
I mean,
from-
well,
You
tattoo
put
is
extra
a,
balls.
no,
down
no,
there?
no. Like, you think of a marble,
Uh-huh.
Well,
and,
pearls.
and then he puts it on his wee,
Oh.
and he just puts it under the skin of that.
I saw
Like I don't know if you ever seen like well, right here the people have the what do you call this again? The piercing. Yeah, they would just be under the skin, basically. That's what he has on.
I'll be like Lil Uzi with a diamond.
Yeah, I mean, but that's Lil Uzi. I mean, he's doing an.
That's
image.
Lil Uzi though.
He got people
do
talking
whatever
about
he
him. I
wants.
feel like he did that to get people talking about him.
Get more recognition. Yeah.
But why? I don't know why Baba would do that. It's just straight up putting pearls on.
We're talking about
wig.
body modifications. We're talking about tattoo.
That's a bottom.
Well, I was gonna say also,
tattoos.
wouldn't it be
about
considered?
earrings, because like I mean I know Jerry has his earrings and I feel like they're nice, but then there are people who go like the extra and get the big hoops, like the big hoops, and I'm just like,
Oh, gauges?
Like gauges?
oh, I guess I don't really know what they're
They
called.
like open up your ear and
yeah,
everything.
but like they're like
Those are
really
sick.
big.
The ones that open up
Yeah, I
right
don't
here,
really
your
They're
mouth right
dope.
here.
It's not something I would be into, but they are dope.
I like the small ones.
like
I've
it.
always there's a band like I Day to Remember, the
Yeah.
singer.
Oh yeah.
Always
yeah.
had those and I was like, dude, those look so sick.
Man, when I walk into Hot Topic and I just see like people have those, I'm just like, damn, like doesn't that hurt or something? Like I mean, I get it's
Probably,
for
yeah.
like because they like it, that
Aesthetic,
aesthetic and that
You
genre.
You stretch it little by little, like
Oh,
very little by little.
Yeah, it doesn't go just
Yeah, like you don't just
like all the way. Yeah.
I mean, some cultures do that too. Like they
Oh,
do
yeah.
like their ears and like
For
their-
culture, I guess I can
For
see.
yeah,
Yeah,
for culture,
I am
kinda
like,
see
that's
that.
their ideals and stuff like that. The whole, but like I said, like us, like you were raised in a loving Christian family, and then one day you just like, oh yeah, I want that. It's just like,
But it's just the
because
whole-
this is how I feel, you know. Like
It's
at
just
some
a
point,
hole in your ear.
Yeah,
At the end of the day.
No. I'm talking about those
I
are
guess.
simple.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like I mean, some people are like, no, I have to look like this. People didn't understand me. This is what I feel like. You know, like at that point, I feel like, damn, brother,
that's too much.
Would you get that?
that's too much,
I mean, it's
but-
whatever. I
Would you
mean,
get that
like,
modification
the
where,
Yeah,
reason- the
but right
reason
now,
is
if you think like,
cool.
oh, I think I look cool, like I'm gonna
Yeah.
style it and stuff like that
Yeah.
because I want to look like this and stuff like that, then go ahead. Like there's no grab, but like I'm telling you, oh, I feel like this is me. Like I have to because if not, I'm dead. I'm like-
not that part. I don't know about that. But like to being like this is me, yeah. But like the whole, if not, I'm dead. I don't know.
Yeah, no. I mean, like, this is me.
I
Like,
don't
you
know
about
trying
that.
to, but like,
I don't
if you
know
take
about
it above that step, I'm like,
you gonna be like that
yeah,
one
but-
guy who cut his tongue in half? Looks like a
and
snake
he
type of
moves
thing.
his tongue. Yeah, that's nasty. Bro.
But yeah, I think piercings are cool. Tattoos are cool. I mean, if you come from a religious family, it's a no. You know what I mean? Like for
Yeah.
me, my mom doesn't want me to get piercings or tattoos.
Uh-huh.
But it's like,
Sorry, mom.
I mean-
sorry. But nobody in my family has tattoos or piercings besides like the girls have piercings, you know. But
Yeah,
other
that's
than
typical.
that, like guys in my family don't have tattoos, no piercings. My cousins, nothing. You know, like Martin, everybody. They wanted some. Martin doesn't, but like Bevel, when he was like in his band like scene phase and everything, he wanted he dyed his hair and he wanted piercings and he wanted tattoos, but didn't let him. So it was like nobody was allowed to do that.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's like.
It's your life. Your
Yeah,
choice,
it's
whatever you
religion.
wanna
Like
do.
religion falls into it if you like choose to not. But like
Yeah.
person that doesn't really care about too much, then yeah, I mean,
Uh,
get tatted,
yeah.
get pierced up,
Yeah.
whatever.
But I mean, to answer your question, I don't think just because I feel like I'm one of those people. Like I'm not. I mean, I guess you could have it here, but it's just like at some point, like it'll just be like dumb for me to have it here. I just like
It'll just wrinkle.
Oh, okay,
yeah,
permanent.
it's just permanent. Yeah, I feel like
You're like,
I'm
oh, I
more-
want to change it.
Yeah, what probably like what are we
Change
one of
your
those
mind.
people like change? Yeah, because I mean I look at I put posters up and I feel like that's enough for me like
But
to
I feel like-
represent me. I guess posters and like
But,
every show.
but like with that, if you're like really picky about it, I mean, at like if
You
once
can
you
take
get a
it
tattoo
off.
at that point in time, I feel like it has a meaning because you got it for a reason, and
Yeah,
there's like a reason you
there's
got it
some-
for it. So like having it on your body is like, oh, I remember getting this because of this, and then like you can tell like it's a story behind it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Instead of like, oh, I don't
Yeah.
really like it anymore. I want to take
It's
it
more
off.
of-
But
Just like an art.
I think
Yeah, art
about-
piece on your body.
I'll talk about my life with the person. I feel like this is like public and like people can see it. But like, I mean, I guess that it's like up like for me, I see it as like you put it on because you want people to see it. So some people I think like that. Some people be like, no, this is for me, like, for my reminder. Like this is for me. I don't care if
Yeah.
people see it. But like I see it as like you're putting it so that people see it in public. And so like, people be like, "Oh, what do you go through?" and stuff like that. I feel like that's in my mind. I'm trying to be like an asshole or whatever. like okay, you had a tattoo of like a date, you know? I'm trying, like that's me. But like I'd be like,
You're just a hater.
I feel like,
like, a lot
it's
of
not really a
people-
hate,
A pessimist.
but I feel like it's more intimate or with someone like if a friend like. This is my backstory. This like my
Like, you
like
could
this
get
how
a
my parent
Spider-Man
passed.
tattoo, eh?
No, exactly. Get people
Like-
they can see this Okay, they can see my shirt. Or,
Shirt's enough.
Or like one day I'd be talking about like, oh, Spider-Man. Like if you know me, he played a big role in my life when I was little. It's like, and then when like, oh, hey, you cool, man. And then one day like you bring me like a Spider-Man present, like right now, you know.
Or
Example.
you wouldn't get tatted like something like
and
that.
I
Like
feel
about
like
your
I
mom.
feel like, I feel like no,
somebody you idolize or something.
No,
like that.
I'll just have it like right because it's my space or whatever. Like I have it in my home or whatever, like a memory, like pictures or whatever.
You're more of a materialistic person in that way.
That's not materialistic.
Like
no.
as in you don't.
I'm more like I don't.
Anything. You don't really need it to like show anything. I don't think it's materialistic. I said the wrong word, but like you don't really need anything to like.
Nah, I feel like and like well, it's because like I might see it in my like, I want to keep myself like what's
Clean,
reserved.
like
no clean one, but reserved. And like anybody that I'm really good friends with or whatever, I'll talk to you and be like, yeah, this is what happened in my life, whatever. You'll see the thing. Like, oh, okay. And then from there, like it'll be easier, I guess, or it'll be more intimate, like I'm saying. Because I feel like let me go check your birthday. Where is it? Right here. Like, go read it. You know? It's like you sort of like fake it or whatever because you didn't really remember it like by heart. You can just go look at it or whatever. Like some in that way.
I mean, some people would just get it because it looks cool.
Yeah, and
there really isn't a purpose.
But
to it.
I mean, I feel like
it looks cool.
Yeah, I feel like that. I'll probably be for it. Like, oh yeah, because it'll like a sleeve. It'll be
like bro, it just looks cool. Like I just got it because it looks cool. Like it's okay like not to have a reason for a tattoo. You just want to get it because like it just looks cool. But like people sometimes want to incorporate a story into like their tattoos.
Yeah, I mean, I guess
meaning
depends
on the person.
I mean, a lot of the music that we listen to, the Hispanic musicians. I feel like it's because they brought it from rap or whatever. Because rap is like, I have this tattoo or whatever. My what's X had 17 or whatever. Yeah,
that was like I guess like his age that he impact. Like he went through a lot.
Yeah, and so he tattooed. Well,
his
like the Hispanic side, like aquí tengo what I have my San Judas, the guy who the religious guy that takes care of me or whatever, so people know that I'm religious, you know.
Yeah.
But that's what I mean. Like they say, like, oh, so people know that I'm religious and stuff like that. I'm like, you can just like, I feel like you can talk about it because at some point I feel like this is like showing off. You're being like.
But he has it under his shirt.
Oh well, if some people have like seen like, oh, if you see me walking around like. I forgot how do they say it or what the line it is, but like they're basically saying, "Oh, I'll show you my San Judas."
I mean, it is something. I mean, tattoo. I mean,
it goes
basically
back at that point.
But it goes back to meaning.
Not really.
It goes back to meaning, like however that person wants to intend on what that like tattoo is supposed to represent.
Like,
you know,
like they want to just.
It's not about show. It's not about showing off. Yeah.
It's more of like they're showing themselves. You know, like like themselves, like out to somebody, like as in like.
But what my argument was like. I can talk to you about it and it'll be more meaningful because I feel that way. You know what I mean? That's what I mean.
I get what you mean, but like,
because in my brain, I'll look at it and I'm like,
because at that point you feel more it's like exaggeration.
You're just saying like what's the point of a tattoo? If I could just tell you, if I could just show you.
I feel like more closer to you basically.
So you're more materialistic.
Because if I look at him, I will not approach him. Like it'll make me less. Maybe I'll approach him less and I won't talk to him because I was like, oh, I can already see something. I mean, I guess it'll be easier to talk to him, but
like say you're like someone had a Spider-Man tattoo. You think that look cool, right? Or would you just be like,
I'll just look at it. I'm like, oh, Spider-Man tattoo.
Yeah, but like you would assume like it's his personality. Oh, he likes Spider-Man. He has a tattoo on his body. And so you could have a conversation.
I really hated Spider-Man. That's why I put it on my scale.
I'd go up to him and smack it like that. Like, you got a spider on you.
You got a spider on you.
Okay.
He looks at you. Punches the hell out of you, boy.
But like some people just like to express themselves in that way.
Yeah, that's like, you know, like art pieces.
Yeah. So when you can express yourself, Jerry?
I really there's like a scar right here, right?
Yeah.
The fat ass scar, and there's this character from Tokyo Ghoul. His name is Juzo, and his like body is covered with
Juice WRLD
stitches. So I really want to get my hand tatted with stitches on this arm.
Damn, that'll look so cool.
You got surgery on your hand.
What's up?
To remember that day you got surgery on your hand.
Yeah, but like I really love Tokyo Ghoul too.
Anime in general.
Thing, yeah.
Yeah, anime.
Incorporates two things together.
Yeah, basically.
What just a position, right?
Yeah.
What tattoo? what tattoo would you get? Like where? Like
a bird.
Like if you ever got a tattoo, what would you get? Like.
I haven't really thought about what I want to get, but I know I want to get one. I feel like if I got anything, it'd be like something about like my mom, probably like something to incorporate
like
with
family,
that. Yeah.
Mom,
or like
stuff.
Like a cool sleeve design.
But like of their face?
Huh?
Over like what?
I don't know. I don't know if a face. Maybe like an animal, probably.
That represents like
Yeah, like
Your Patronus.
Like my
An animal that
sister,
Me.
represents your Patronus.
represents me.
all of our birthdays,
Who?
like all of our birthday years, like on her rib.
Who?
My sister.
Oh, your sister?
Yeah, she has them like all of our birthday years like on her rib.
Oh, that's
Like
cool.
my mom, my dad, and then my brother, me, and her son.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like I'll do something like that that has meaning, like
Yeah.
to me.
I just
like,
memorize
about,
all
like,
your
my
birthdays.
family or something like that.
That's it.
easier for me.
All right, hater.
That's just me.
I mean, yeah,
I know,
like,
I know. Like,
like
I mean, that's what
everybody-
you
like, to
think, and
each
yeah,
their
that's
own.
fine. Like, there's
Yeah,
nothing wrong with
yeah,
that.
like to each
I
their
understand
own, you
that.
know.
Yeah, exactly.
So no tattoos for
All I know
Ale.
is Molina is backing me up on here, bro.
Hey,
Yeah.
he
He's
probably
like-
would be because
yeah,
he's
yeah.
more like
Yeah,
you, I guess,
yeah,
in
yeah.
that aspect that you
Yeah.
think.
I
mean,
swear,
tattoos
I
look
swear, I
cool.
thought you
Would you-
was not up tattoo,
Me?
man. Yeah, when that changed,
Things change, man.
When we were
People
talking
change.
about that one
That
night,
People become
day-
different.
that
that
one day
one
in the
that
truck.
yeah. Would you get a tattoo?
Oh yeah,
We were all talking about getting a tattoo.
You're like, you know what? Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, maybe I'll probably get. I'm not totally
Before,
against it.
Yeah,
I
I,
think-
was like
I'll
that.
get it, but
As of right now, a tattoo for you is no.
no, I don't have like
Yeah.
a reason to get one.
Yeah.
I don't think.
Would you date somebody with a tattoo?
I mean, I don't think I'm
I
gonna
won't do it.
discriminate somebody like
let's
that.
say
Oh, I
okay,
hate
okay.
you.
Well,
let's
I
say
mean-
there was somebody that you
Let's
really
say
like,
this.
and like
The perfect
she had,
girl,
like,
but she has
tattoos.
100 bodies on her.
Okay. All right, I was just gonna say she had a sleeve. Or something,
She
you
does.
know?
She's not the perfect one for me. She has 100 bodies, but
See,
What did I ask
that's the
that?
same
That's
thing.
a that's
the
what I'm
a
saying,
that's a
like-
psychological
I know,
tattoo.
but it's because they remind me of that joke.
Yeah.
Because we were
Yeah.
telling, what did we tell?
I think I told Lowe's.
You told those or Malone, and you're like, okay, the most perfect girl ever and stuff like that. But she has 100 bodies on her. It's like, but that's not. Then
At
that's
that
not
point,
my
it's
most
not- yeah,
perfect.
the
girl
most
that I
perfect
want.
You're
Yeah.
a perfect girl, but she ran through.
Yeah.
But she ran.
Completely ran through.
So I that's why I thought
Yeah,
you were
yeah,
going that
that
direction.
makes-
Like
nah,
the
I was
most
just like-
perfect girl, but she has tattoos.
Like,
I'm
what if like there was like a girl that you like met, you
Mm-hmm.
liked, but like she had an arm sleeve? Like, would that be like a deal breaker?
I don't think so.
No.
But I don't think I'd go for an arm sleeve girl if that's your point. Yeah.
But what if
No,
she
no, I'm
approached
just
you
saying,
and
like-
like was interested in you? Would you give her a chance?
Yeah.
And then
Oh,
you found
yeah.
her interesting too.
Yeah.
It's just she has a tattoo.
She just
a
has
story.
that
Yeah.
sleeve.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I'll just find the intention.
What if she makes you get one?
You're gonna throw up when you
No,
see it.
I feel like at that point you respect and like, don't. I'm not gonna get you.
Yeah.
This is like
Yeah.
a relationship thing, you know.
Get a tattoo with me, or I'm breaking up with you.
yeah. At that point,
Get a
I'm
matching
like,
tattoo with me?
Some
Yeah,
it's done.
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, I don't feel like that is a deal breaker.
Some people
I'm sorry.
get like
I'm sorry.
their significant other tatted, and then they end up breaking up, and
I
then
would-
it's just
I
there,
wouldn't
bro.
do
I'm
that,
just like,
to be
oh.
honest.
What? This is what I told my
Yeah.
girl. I was like, I know you're probably gonna say it's stupid, but like, if we did get a
Oh
matching,
my God.
if we did get a tattoo, you know what I mean? Like if it's a matching tattoo or whatever, like anything, but like has this like it has a meaning behind it.
Yeah.
Like she, even if like that, like God forbid we do like break up and everything, like say if that did happen,
Yeah.
hypothetically, I would still like keep it. I wouldn't cover it up because she had like
She
that
was, like, a
impact.
part of-
yeah,
the
she had a
impact.
big impact in my
Yes.
life.
Yeah.
So like for me, it has like meaning to it, and like I would never tell anybody like what it meant.
Yeah.
But like to me, like I would
Yeah,
keep
you
it
knew.
because
Yeah.
it's something that like affected my life. That I, like she like was a big impact in my life and everything. So I would keep it. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, and like also like a lot.
Even
of
if it was like bad, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
a lot of soccer players get like the like the chains that they wear like what are they with the crosses, because they can't wear it during games or like things like
Like a
that are
rosary?
good luck to them.
Like a rosary or something.
Yeah, like things like wedding rings, like you can't wear that to a game.
Oh yeah.
But like people
Yeah.
see that as good luck to them. Like Suarez, he has the names of his
Children.
kids, and every
Yeah.
time he scores, he kisses each finger.
Mm-hmm.
Like things like that. I think is like very dope because like it's something that they
I
can't
guess, yeah.
wear, and it's like it goes along with their profession.
Yeah, I mean, just the point is that I'm not materialistic like that,
Yeah,
where
yeah.
I can just
Yeah.
remember it and I just like, and then, but like y'all see it, that's cool, that's cool. I mean, I'm not against it. Like, if it helps you remember, if it makes you feel something, that's the point of it, Go
Yeah.
ahead and have it.
Wow.
Yeah, right. Nice discussion. No need to be
Yeah.
punching each other and beating each other up. Yeah.
You don't agree with me?
One day someone's gonna
We're not
make
friends
you
no
get a
more.
tattoo. One day someone's gonna make you get a
Watch, he
tattoo.
just shows up with the
I'm gonna-
tattoo.
It's like
I'm gonna strap you down, tattoo something on you. You have to live with it for the rest of your life, or get it removed.
What was
gonna
that?
get
Like the
Ale.
Impractical Jokers.
We gotta get him so drunk
They got butt.
that he doesn't.
They got a butt tattoo.
You know, there's shows
crazy.
where like let's say you go on the show like with your ex, and like she'll pick a tattoo for you, and you'll pick a tattoo for her, and like whatever it is, you just like have that on you for like the rest of your life. Like
That's
people,
crazy.
that's how dumb people will go to get a tattoo.
Ball sack on your neck.
Yeah, at that point, you're just taking a chance. 'Cause
Yeah.
It could either be either good,
Good
or
very bad.
Very
Would
bad.
Oh, I mean, would you be crazy? Because I was thinking, like I know you have like a certain like date or whatever to remember your significant other or whatever, or like
Anniversary.
a symbol or anniversary.
Number,
But like some people, how you said they put their name, or they put like a
See, a
or their
name.
face.
Name.
Would
is
you
a
keep?
maybe.
Would you
The
keep that?
face, I don't know.
Because I feel like
Face and
at that
name,
point,
maybe.
like I know how you say like you're gonna keep it to check out the impact, like to keep remember the impact that they had on you. But like a face, like
No, I don't
they're
think
gonna
so, man.
they're gonna
But,
add,
yeah. Like, I told my girl be joking about me like it's like I'm gonna get your name tatted or like your face tatted. Like no, I'm serious. No, I'm for real. And I'm just like
People have gotten like their
Okay.
significant others' private parts.
oh yeah,
Like,
the
tatted
wee
on
wee
them.
that guy.
it just doesn't look good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It just doesn't look
Like,
good.
what is
It
the
doesn't
point?
translate.
But I'm
right,
saying
yeah.
like what runs through their heads, like them
Well,
as a person to be
your thought process,
That's
but like I
crazy.
gotta have it because this is what means.
yeah, but
something
like you
to
can
me.
pick so many other things.
Like
you know?
say like we're friends, right?
Yeah.
Would you get like my dick vein?
Oh, never.
on your arm.
like all right here.
Yeah.
Like that's dope. You know, like just all.
You know how we
veins, bro.
have
True friend.
fingerprints that are unique.
Yeah.
That they got me thinking. We probably have unique vein patterns on the weave. So I'm gonna on my weave be like, oh, Rick's one like this.
I'm gonna have all my homeboys' veins in the back.
Jerry's went
All-
like
all my
that.
homies'
Jerry does
veins
a little
don't have
circle,
veins.
little spiral thing goes all the way around.
Yeah. I'm gonna have a whole line just
Yeah.
like going down my
It's-
arm.
What does that mean, bro?
I'm gonna have like.
Hey, do you really want to know?
I'm gonna have a grid on my back. and
It's
gonna
the
have
road
all y'all's
to your
names
heart.
with y'all's vein types on the thing.
Dude, stop. Stop.
You crazy, bro. You crazy. But dang, you
Look,
crazy,
That's
bro.
wild.
Nah, I'm not.
That's
dude.
wild.
That's
No.
crazy.
Who brought that up?
Jerry.
I was just saying that they get their significant other's private parts, which is wild.
You thought about
That
it.
is crazy.
You were talking
thought
about
about
their
it.
veins.
Yeah, but I was like joking, bro. Dang, you really thought about it as you started salivating and stuff, bro. I saw it.
Such a jokester, Eric.
What the fuck?
It just
I was
grabbed
gonna
this
say,
knee, dog.
bring us to our next topic,
Uh,
our beautiful
yeah,
topic.
today I went thrifting. Today
Just hating on this guy.
I went
He just turned
thrifting.
into a hater,
Oh,
bro.
thrifting.
I went thrifting.
What is thrifting?
I went thrifting and went to a thrift store and just basically you asked what's thrifting. Did you really want to
Some
know?
people don't know.
Educate people, bro.
Yeah.
We got
So you
younger
just
viewers that don't know.
buy used clothes like a Goodwill or a thrift like a thrift
What's your
store.
favorite thrift store?
One right here in the corner.
What is it called?
Thrift store or our family
Yeah,
thrift.
Yeah.
Family
I know
thrift,
what
yeah.
it's called.
This store.
And I tried going to Goodwill, but oh my gosh, bro!
Some
Like
people-
those hype beasts just be eyeing those bins. So
Right
like you gotta
there.
be fat. Like they come with a group of friends, and it's like, damn, bro. Like
Give me a
need to
chance.
I
get
just
rid
like
of-
look, and they're just like throwing shit, like or like just throwing stuff, like
Y'all
going
hate
through it.
podcasters. We need to get rid of those people.
Like,
they're used.
The
They're used clothes.
The resellers, like they're just going
You-
through it to upprice it later on. But it's like, damn, dude,
we're
like,
actually
I wanna
providing
wear-
something new.
I want to wear
content.
it, dude. Like,
Yeah, we
please.
want to. We're trying to get something
But-
thrifting. You're trying to get something used, and then somebody else is gonna put up their price, bro. No, I'm a hater. I'm a hater. Go ahead, guys. No, you want to do something about it. Well, that's one thing we're gonna change in this world. We're gonna change the hype beast.
I'm
Our society.
I'm just saying.
He was
No.
talking about like going thrifting with this girl. And then
I'm just,
No, he was talking about the people that are there. They come with their
I know.
friends.
I'm just saying.
We need to get
that-
rid of those people. Come on, bro. Stay with me.
okay.
I'm just saying that, like, I don't want to,
You said you wanted to entertain people, man. Come on, bro.
Let him talk.
like, there's like nothing wrong with somebody making their bread,
Yeah.
by reselling clothes.
Yeah.
But it's like at the same time, bro, like
That's not something I agree
Damn.
with. Making bread like that, I don't think I agree
like
with
reselling
that.
clothes.
Yeah.
Well, like
reselling
there's a
stuff like
market for that. People, I
There is
mean,
a
we
market.
we made it like a thing where people will pay like a massive amount of money just to buy an
For a brand.
authenticated vintage piece. Like you can buy a trashed ass
Nike.
Carhartt jacket for like $210.
You
Yeah,
said
what
Nike. When
And, like
There's
even
some
like
Nike stuff, like vintage Nike.
the color, the distressing, everything that goes into it, like defines the price, and it's like people will literally pay
Millions.
massive amounts just to get that one piece of clothing. And like I get it to an extent, but it's like at the end of the day, it is just like a piece of cloth, like a piece of material, just like sewn up and everything, and they price it that way. But like for vintage used pieces, it's like, damn, paying $80 for a t-shirt, bro.
But in
For a t-shirt,
I do get it in the ways of like it's some people's like hobbies.
yeah.
Like the way we see it.
It's like interest, like buying art. You can buy like, people was like, oh, it's just splattered paint. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like,
but like there's people value,
value things. Yeah,
the thing
especially
differently.
like with us, like how like us soccer people, we like to buy cleats and stuff. You know, and so we buy old cleats, and older cleats go up in price.
Yeah.
But like, if we saw it, we'd be like, oh my god, I
Why
really
you
want those cleats.
But people would be like, why are you paying that amount for this? You know what I
so
mean?
like you understand it in those. You understand it in like in those ways.
It's just like what people put value into and how much they're willing like to spend or go to get
like,
that thing. Like,
as
it's
a
more like a
society,
collectible, I think.
we decided that was okay.
Yeah, it was fine.
I feel
Like,
yeah, I mean, I can say get rid of those people, but it's actually the buyers that are making
the buyers that are okay with it. I mean,
making that market.
shit, like they're probably rich people, you know, that can afford that.
Yeah.
But like people that are like are into like that want to get into it, they can't because they have to pay a high price. So it's like kind of like a block. Like, dude, like come on, like, and that's
once
why
you're into it,
yeah,
you're good.
And like I sell clothes too, but like, bro, I don't price it like $70 for a piece, bro. If it's a t-shirt I bought for $1, dude, you can get it for like $7 or like $10 or like 15. You know what I mean?
You have to pay shipping. And
It's
all
like
that.
just shipping or everything. Like just that'll cover it. But like I bought it for $1, dude. Why would I extend my profit? I guess I'm just like a dumb business person. I guess like you can call me that. But like at the end of the day,
you'll go to heaven, bro.
like as a human, bro. Like as a human, like bro, like I'm
emotional
making
side.
like I want to make some money off of it, but at the same time, I'm not gonna price it stupid amounts so that people can't get what they want.
Amount,
It's like I just went thrifting and like I was just thinking about it, going through it, but like everything I bought was for me. Like I'm not gonna sell anything that I bought because I liked it. But like this whole outfit right here is thrifted.
I mean,
this dumbass Marines shirt and then these shorts. That's it.
I guess we'll go thrifting, bro. Like how to say, I guess we can't. We gotta play the game, like I said, like the world game. So let's go to the store as a pack.
Okay.
And if we see those, we start fighting, and we let you buy the clothes.
I thought you were gonna say like, oh, let's just like all of I can
change our
help you.
outfit or something. Yeah.
I thought
Like-
you could just help you
like
find
this
some
would be
stuff.
cool.
No, yeah, obviously,
you
but like I
said-
mean, as a like, cause that other group.
Alice starts swinging.
My friend wanted to see that. That's what I
It's
mean.
an
Like,
old lady trying to get some pants.
Yeah, but I don't go to the Goodwill because of like the resellers and everything. I just go to like the family thrift just to like pick clothes, do that too.
You know what I always
You
see,
like
like,
that fashion?
on TikTok,
Yeah.
people going to like the bins, but then like there'll be other TikToks of people at the bins where it's like people jumping over people.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Trying to grab clothes.
Yeah, that's how it is. When I went to Goodwill, dude, I thought it was gonna be a chill thing. I
Yeah.
thought like here it's like gonna be like, oh, I can just go in, I can just go, like sort through
Look
everything.
around.
But dude, I guess every time at Goodwill, like they change the bins, right?
Yeah.
And so every time there's a new bin, people will line up so that as soon as they place the bin, and like there is a rule where you can't even like as soon as they're pulling it out, you have to stay back a certain distance. You have to wait till they place it,
It's like
and then like
animals.
the person
Animals.
that places it there, they'll be like, okay, I can go. Like, and
Yeah,
then
like,
everybody
good for you.
goes, and everybody like.
what do you
rushes.
think? I'm angry when I say like, just get rid of
And
those
that's
people because that's how
for-
they get. They
that's
get like
for
animals,
used
like
clothing, dude. And like it's crazy, bro, because people
Because some
will
people
need clothing.
like you mean
People
like you
need-
go there to like some people don't have like enough clothes and
people
you
need
go to the
thrift
used
stores and it's
and like
affordable.
it's a nice shirt. Oh, this is a nice shirt, but somebody else got it and he's gonna profit off of it.
He's gonna profit
and,
off of it and everything.
and-
But like,
and, like-
again, it's like I want to say like it's bad, but at the same time, people make money off of it too.
It's
like,
that capitalistic mindset. That,
yeah, and
that
I'm
we
I
put
was
each other.
I'm a customer in that industry. You know what I mean? Like I'm into
Yeah,
thrifting.
yeah,
I'm into
yeah.
buying those pieces and everything. So
Yeah.
like, as like a buyer, it's kind of like
It
bummed
makes it
out.
hard,
yeah.
yeah.
It makes it hard because like you want something that looks cool or like you want to get into an aesthetic or like
But it's way too
and like
overpriced.
experiment and everything, and you can't because you have to pay that high price and like
They probably just need like a better system of like how to distribute like all the clothing, because then they have everybody just like already like ready for the bins. Instead, they maybe should have.
Because
Like,
I think
something
that's more like recent years. Because I don't think it used to be like
it didn't
as
used,
that.
yeah,
that
it never used to be like that.
Well,
Yeah. It never used to be.
Well,
like that.
fashion has probably like
It changed.
Yeah, like it's been more different, like thrifting.
Yeah, people will
like,
say,
Yeah, I mean,
like,
but I mean, like as in like fashion changes all the time. But I mean, like as in like that ideology. Let's go to the thrift store and
Go
hopefully
crazy.
find some clothes that I
and
like,
huddle up
you know?
like as a group, like
Yeah.
like where we were trying to do business and stuff like that. It's because, but I'm
That's-
telling you, it's
yeah.
because I'm telling you, it's that capitalistic mindset where like, I guess those people couldn't find money. They don't. I mean, I guess that obviously they would do that because they like the hobby, so they understand like,
They
oh,
make
this
it
shirt. Because I'm pretty sure Kevin goes there, he's not gonna know like
What's
this
that
shirt is
for?
vintage.
Yeah.
He knows. He'll
Yeah,
be like,
he would know.
The thing is
Yeah.
that like it's not even like about like the shirts. Like you look at the tag and people are like 1997. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, I
like,
even
they'll look at like the little tag on the back
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
see how old it is and be like,
I could sell
this is
this
gonna be
for
like
this.
$100.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's what I
Like,
mean. It's that
crazy.
capitalistic mindset where like, if you whatever you're doing, because obviously they probably liked it as a hobby, but like there's those haters online. They're like, oh, whatever you're doing, if you're not earning money from it, like you're not. What are you doing? You know what I mean? And so like,
Well, some
if
people-
I enjoy doing this, I'm gonna get money from this, and but then that in turn ruins everybody else's experience. 'Cause
Well, those people who
there's
find
people who
it,
are
like,
more.
like a hobby, like
And
they
then-
probably like do enjoy, and like it's probably good for them. But I feel like people who just go in there just for the point of selling it, like for making money, like just like a business itself, not even a hobby, then that's
It's because
probably
it's
what ruins
hard
them
to
more.
find people like that. Because I know what you mean. Like there's some people that are fake. They just go in there for the money
Yeah,
and just like, dang.
and there's like YouTubers and everything that like make a whole channel based on that. There's like a guy that here in Houston that does like turns a penny into like a challenge that turns a penny into like thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
So like he does that challenge
thrifting?
with thrifting, yeah, how to get like a penny and then to make this amount.
dope.
So like, yeah, in a way, like the culture is pretty cool and everything. Like to see like a lot of people into it and like
Yeah.
you know reselling and
It's just
everything.
getting into
It's
it.
just like oversaturated, like people
Yeah.
overpricing items, and it's like, come on, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
ruining-
It kinda
sometimes,
ruins it for
yeah.
like the normal.
Like
eye.
if people want like a cool piece,
Yeah.
bro, they can't even afford it because they're pricing like a Nike jumpsuit sweat, like just a Nike check sweater for like $120, bro.
Yeah.
And like retail was like another like 60, 70, and they jumped it up to like up their profit. And I guess like yeah, that makes sense. You know, they're reselling like vintage clothing and everything. Like the whole thing makes sense. You know what I mean? Like, but it just depends on like the market it pertains to. That people were like, oh, this is worth that amount of money, and I will
Yeah.
pay that amount of money for it.
you know my Nike sweater.
My boy Ale has a grudge.
How much do you think I'm selling that for?
Your windbreaker is pretty live. So like I mean back
You got
to what
$100.
Jerry was saying, like people like that look into like the dating of like the tags, the stitching, the types of like if it's authentic like vintage, like it has to be 70s 60s era. People will like date stamp those types of like clothing and up the price because of it.
Yeah.
It's not
So,
even
like-
like $100 shirts.
So
man.
like
People
yeah,
will
you
sell it for
can.
way
There's
more.
this store called Roundhouse Vintage, and I shop there
The one that we
because
went to?
yeah, Roundhouse,
Put it up.
and it's
You can barely
it's a
do it.
vintage store here in Houston, downtown, and they're like a majority of their clothing is like 60s, 70s type like
It was
style
nice.
clothes, yeah. And I was showing Kevin like the prices on the t-shirts because Kevin has never seen like the t-shirt prices. Like
Kevin's just secluded in his own world.
I showed-
He
I showed-
doesn't
I'm a
know
simple man.
anything.
Yeah, I
Shirt
showed-
and pants. That's it.
I showed Kevin a t-shirt that was worth $220.
Adidas sandals.
Mhm.
A t-shirt, bro. Like I think it was a Rolling Stones t-shirt.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
authentic vintage like single stitch like Rolling Stones tee
Yeah.
that was worth $220. And Kevin was like, "Gah."
For a simple man like me
Yeah.
who doesn't like dress like that,
Yeah.
like I'm just like
I mean like yeah, I'm saying like again there is like a
And think about it. Someone's gonna go there and buy it.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
eventually.
Somebody's gonna.
Yeah.
If you're
eventually
into
go
that
there and buy
like
it.
stuff,
Somebody will put that amount of
a
money.
person is gonna invest that type of money, and then like it does fluctuate the person that is selling because if it's not selling, they'll decrease the price over
Decrease
time,
the price, yeah.
so that people will like want to buy it. But yeah, like stores like that, like I'm a fan of that. So like I spent $70 on a t-shirt, 70.
Is that like your max?
And that was a Dragon Ball Z. It wasn't even like a
Bro, that
70s,
shirt is so
60s
live.
shirt. It was a Dragon Ball Z like Y2K like
I don't know about that.
shirt, and I spent $70.
Actually,
I've done once.
we had back at the store in College Station. We had that shirt, but in a blue. like the navy blue one.
Yeah, those are tough.
We sold it
Yeah.
for 125.
Those are tough.
Yeah, instead of 70.
Those are tough.
That's
Yeah,
how
no,
crazy
yeah,
it is.
70
Like,
is like a good price for that shirt. And then you go on eBay and then you search a Dragon Ball Z vintage T-shirt,
like
120, 180, 200, like bunch of crazy prices
Yeah,
for T-shirts,
yeah.
dude. But like the whole thing, like thrifting and like reselling it for a higher price, it's fucked.
Yeah.
It's messed up at the end of
Yeah.
the day. Like it is something that like is like kind of like it's like why would you sell like a used piece of clothing for like
Yeah.
$120, $80, you know? But again, there is people that would want to pay that much to look to like
Just to
style
look,
that,
yeah.
yeah,
Mm.
and wear it and to
Mhm.
say like, oh, this is true vintage single stitch. Like people like are into fashion like that.
Yeah.
There
I
is
feel
people like
there's
that.
well, I've seen it more. I feel like just because of social media, like I see like TikToks or like Instagrammers, like they show like the type of styles like that, like thrifting and all that, and
Yeah.
it's probably like the reason why it's blowing up so much more. Like people
Yeah,
are
social
like, oh,
media,
like I like
yeah.
that. Like I want to
Social
be
media
like
blew
that.
up thrifting as like a hobby and made it
Yeah.
into like an industry where people like have like retail stores or like thrift stores that have like dirty ass Levi's jeans for like 180, 200 because they were made in the 60s.
yeah.
So like
Damn,
It's
I
crazy.
mean, it's the reason why I have such energy towards this is because what's it called? It doesn't just extend towards the fashion, like used fashion. It extends to the shoes. It extends to what's it called? The
Anything that's
toys
vintage.
that I'm in.
Anything
I'm in,
back then, yeah.
into the video game industry, and like so I see those like I'm telling you,
Reselling.
it's like a mindset that I'm telling you. If you're not earning money with whatever you like, you're unsuccessful. And so people, I guess they don't want to feel unsuccessful.
Yeah.
And so by doing that, I get your intentions. You need to eat and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
at some point, like you ruin like everybody else's
Experience,
experience and stuff. Because it's the same thing as in like what's it called? I was watching. There's this guy called Phoenix Resale, and that dude he finds like the best systems, and then he buys them, and then he shows how much of a profit he makes. He sells it on eBay and all that or Amazon, and then but he sells it for more. And then people like it's just comments hating on him, brother. I've been trying to find a system, and look how lucky you are, and you go ahead and oversell it. Like, there's people who genuinely want to play.
Genuinely, yeah, like
want to play,
want it
yeah,
and
or like
use it and everything.
yeah,
and, just,
and
like,
use it to play. And you're over
yeah.
here just trying to make money,
Make
like
profit off of it,
because you need to eat. I mean, I guess it's a really hating thing, and I know
Yeah.
he needs to eat. But like,
There's like both sides to it. So it's like you
Yeah.
understand it, but at the same time, it's like
Yeah, I
it's messed
understand
up at the end of the day.
yeah. So I mean, same thing with the shoes. I try to get into shoes. That's why I
Yeah.
sort of know like the clothes too, because what was those for the Spider-Man whatever what he wears
The ones?
the ones he wears the ones,
Chicago's?
Chicago.
Yeah,
And I
you're
wanna-
never gonna find those, buddy, at a good price.
I was so close to get, and then boom, it just went away. I was like, bro, I was like, what? I wanted to get it
Yeah.
and stuff like that. And so,
Yeah.
like how you say, it's gonna be hard for me to get into it unless I get really rich and overspend how it's not intended.
Yeah, and like I don't want to sound like a hypocrite because I do resell
Yeah,
clothes,
yeah.
but it's like a reasonable price. Like if you want it, it's $15, like $10. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
$20. You know, for like something.
Bought these shoes for $350.
See, like
It's-
I bought stuff like that too, like worth like $200, like $100. Like my Carhartt jackets, like one I think the black one was like $50.
yeah,
So I got lucky and bought it like for $50, but there's like Carhartt jackets that are worth like 120, like the upper range and everything.
Yeah.
I paid that amount, like 120, just for like a Carhartt jacket, And people like in industries like in the workwear industry, like blue collar workers that actually use Carhartt and like they actually have a
Yeah.
purpose to use it, they upprice it. So like now Carhartt is uppricing like workwear clothes because it's a fashionable, and people that actually work and intended to use that for work,
Now
they
gotta
can't
pay
like it's a
more.
higher price. They
Yeah.
have to pay a higher price because
That's crazy.
fashion. People are buying it more
I'm
into
telling
it.
you, that's why I'm mad.
So it messes up a whole
it
different
messes-
industry.
It messes
Of
up
like when you work clothes, you like Carhartt is like worth the money, and like Carhartt realizes that and like sees this trending and sees like everybody wants it, then like they're gonna up the price. Like
Yeah. Just economy,
that's
society.
how it works, how the
Society
business
we
side
live in.
works.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like to justify it, like, cause I've been thinking about like selling, getting games and stuff like that. But it's cause I also have that feeling like I don't want to be one of them a-holes that do that. But like at the same time, I feel like you could provide it. Like I look at it as providing a service. Like how whenever I got y'all PlayStation 5, I feel like I can look at it like that. Like because I mean, obviously I would have to eat or whatever, and then I'm the one sitting there at the computer, looking at the computer, waiting for something to drop, and then like y'all, I mean y'all over there working and stuff, but y'all want that. Like I would like, oh, I can provide the service for you. I'll get it. Just pay me like that extra like 20 or like, oh, I was like that I was sitting there and stuff like that. I mean, I didn't overcharge you or whatever, but like I was thinking about, oh, maybe I should do that. But there's some part of me that says, no, bro, don't do it.
Yeah.
But in that sense, it does make sense.
Yeah.
But
It makes sense, but it's like,
But
It's unreasonable
yeah,
sometimes.
it's like it's
it's unreasonable, and it's just at some point I'll look like an a-hole at some point, like, oh yeah, I'm doing it just for the money. You know?
Yeah.
I'm not doing it to help people
Yeah.
anymore at that point.
If you were to tell a person and like someone who'd been like, well, but I want it, but it's like, but I need to make money off of it, then it's
Yeah.
gonna be like they wouldn't understand. Like there's gotta be like a middle ground. Like where people have to understand, like,
Compromise,
yeah, I make money off of it, but at the same time, like,
It's
that's
really not worth.
yeah, that's a stupid price to pay for something worth that. And retail, like what is manufactured to like like
So for.
like it's meant for, like that's the retail price. That's what like they manufactured everything. They did like the company that actually made it manufactured it and they set it at this price. It's worth this price. And some person will up the price because it's rarity or like it's like
Rarity or demand.
like demand or
Yeah.
something or like
Yeah.
it's like uniqueness. And I get it, like if a company makes a one-of-one something, like a one-of-one like piece like for clothing or like it's like a special like handmade or
Design.
something, you know, then yeah, it's reasonable because like they put all that work into it, so it's worth this price. It's like selling art, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if somebody like would have bought that at a retail price and then upsell it because of its rarity, and it's like, bro, like you're making profit off that someone actually genuinely wants to wear, like a one-of-one piece that someone wants to wear,
Yeah.
and you're taking that, upping the price for your profit.
I think
It's like, what? Like,
Yeah,
why?
good point.
Like, why would you do that? That's messed up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's how business people like. Yeah, I'm making a profit. You know, you guys, and then
Yeah.
like getting that profit, and
Yeah.
you know that's the same thing with shoes. You know, like people shoes sell out
Yeah,
up
yeah.
the price just because you know
They feel like they can do that.
yeah, that's how they make their money.
I feel like because I wanted to get fixed, just it's easier for me to get into that, you know, that change and stuff like that.
Needs
like,
to what's it called? Nerf it.
Yeah.
They need to nerf it. I feel like
Nerf it.
like stores, like they need to change with the time, whatever. Like they like the owners be like limit, like, okay, yeah, you can only buy like a piece of clothing, I guess. Like if you're gonna sell it or whatever. Like I don't know how to. It's because you can't
Yeah,
really. It's like a different case by like because this one, there's an old woman that wants to buy clothes for her like nephews and all that stuff, and like you can't limit her. Oh, we only have one limit to one shirt, and because there's resellers and stuff like that. I feel like there is no.
There's
remedy, there's
compromise.
no- there's no- yeah,
there's no
it's-
compromise for it.
So I don't know what to do, bro. I guess the sun just needs to explode, and it'll make everything
just
else
all need to
fair.
die.
Yeah, it'll make everything else fair. You know,
Start from the
Start
bottom.
from the bottom. Now we here.
Now we here.
Yeah,
Still at the bottom.
still at the bottom for like 21 years.
It's been about 21 years.
Like 21 years. Hey, that rhyme though. Started from the bottom, and we still here.
Well, since we
For like
started,
21 years.
started talking about Ali's video games, why don't you show us a little thing that you brought us for?
There you go.
I'll let show
Okay.
and tell.
Turn into a wars.
No. I forgot what I was gonna talk about earlier. There was something. Oh, like I was saying, like we could provide a service for what's it called? Like I'll get you a PS5 while y'all working because obviously I don't have time because you have family, but y'all want the PS5, but you just don't have the time to go find it and stay at the computer,
Yeah.
whatever. That was one of my topics going to be about like whole shipping, drop shipping, because that's another way that like the emphasis oh you need to be a businessman, capitalist or whatever. You need to make money, and like what's it called? That's what Best Buy stores do. Like they get like the whole stock of like the PlayStation 5s, and then they sell that to the public and whatever. But like they themselves, like they're like a middleman basically. So basically, I think that's what people should go as a middleman to help the public, and but like don't be like overpricing it basically, because the middleman is just trying their best to sell the product, but then there's like another middleman that comes in and just they buy it and never sell it. So I don't know how to fix that, but I feel
It's
like
just a cycle
Yeah.
of,
I was about to
say,
of
there's
like
no
people
way to
buying
fix
and
it. Yeah,
selling
I
it
feel
and
like-
buying.
There's no
that
way to fix
if I do want to do it, like if you do want to go into like do it like that, be like the Best Buy side of the middleman, like
Yeah.
buy it
from the original,
because they don't buy the Pistons for like 500 or whatever, like the cost. They buy it for less because they buy it in bulk.
Yeah.
And
like a wholesale price.
They make the money off of like people buying it at the price. Yeah. So I feel like that's what we should go to. If anybody's listening, do it like that.
Yeah, that's all like a
to be ethical
works,
and people like you and you can be humble and stuff like that. But that's just my
At the
little
end
grain.
of the day, people make their money, they spend it on what they want. And
That's just my little grain
they're
that I'm providing for people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but yeah,
But
so basically, what would this what's it called? Not thrift shop.
Collective?
Los pulgas, the flea market.
oh,
They would be considered middlemen again at the same time.
flea market.
pretty sure. Yeah, flea market.
Or they would be
No.
aftermarket. No, aftermarket.
yeah.
No,
like used stuff.
Yeah, used stuff.
Because you buy it from like let's say Target, and then
Yeah,
those people they resell
sell
it.
it.
It's
Yeah.
basically like a thrift store,
Yeah.
but like
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just flea market.
But basically, to
flea market.
another way to remedy it is like make sure you go and visit all other places, because you say you don't go to Goodwill. Basically, you go to other thrift shops, and then that's where you can get your like, oh, I found this cool
What you're
shirt.
looking for.
Yeah, instead, so just like I guess knowledge, increase your knowledge, and go find other places.
Yeah.
Because I was gonna talk about, I guess you can make this like a little topic. DK Oldies. I don't know if you've ever seen that or whatever, but it's like another aftermarket store, like eBay, DK Oldies, and then there's video game deals or whatever they call it. I think that's where I bought this. No, I bought it at some place next to the mall or whatever. But yeah, those people, they I forgot what I was gonna say, bro.
All right, just going on about something.
Oh no, there we go. I was gonna explain. I got these for under cheap prices or whatever.
Under retail?
Like under. Sorry, it's because I don't remember how long. Because like, it's also like about global, like the value of the dollar going up or going down. I mean,
Inflation.
So inflation goes up. So I guess I did get it under retail.
But like, what was the base? Like, what was like new out of the box? How much was it? Like worth?
Like probably like
say
200,
Nintendo released it to buy it online.
230.
Cause
I think was it 2DS, right?
Okay, let me just give you up I'm knowledgeable in 3DSs or whatever.
Okay.
So basically, what's it called?
Whenever like a bundle.
You know how there's what's called consoles that get released, and then that's like the first one that's released, but then you get like all of a sudden the PlayStation 2 Slim. Basically, you get the PlayStation 2 Fat, but it makes like a whole bunch of noise,
Like a newer version.
and like it's like and it's like and then
like a V1.
the company
versions.
later revises it, and then they get it they get it cheaper or something, and that would be the best version. So basically, Nintendo did the same thing with the 3DS. The 3DS is smaller. This is the XL or whatever. But what's it called? This is I think it retailed around 350. Like the smaller, cheaper one, or the smaller, not cheaper one because it's expensive.
Yeah.
350, and it was smaller screen and everything, and it's just like poo poo whatever. Like people who bought it, but then the company decided to decrease the price because people weren't buying it. Because I mean, they were like trying to ride the success of the DS, the regular one. So I wouldn't know what would this be the price. It was cheaper than 350, I think, or 300 probably. Because this one's the 3DS, new Nintendo 3DS XL.
Okay.
So
That was like a certain edition.
This is the revision of the regular 3DS, and then they made it. This one's the better one.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't know. I wouldn't. Back to the
How
original
much
question.
did you get it?
This one probably like 200 and something, 250 or something like that. Because it came with I think it came with a game. It came with this case. It came with the. I don't think this is the original pen, but yeah, I think I got it for less than what I would go find like at a overpriced store.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about like other store like DK Oldies,
Yeah.
because they're the most recognized successful aftermarket of selling consoles or whatever. But they're getting bullied so much because they
Overpriced?
oversell it, and then their promise is like we'll clean it up for you and stuff like that, and like. But then people get their consoles, they don't turn on, the game doesn't work. It's like they open it up and it's dirty, has roaches and stuff like you promised me, I'm overpaying this much amount. Y'all like a big companies. I don't know how they get their games. I guess people like they're in need for money. They're in need of money, and they sell it to them because like they're the most recognized one. But then they oversell like the rare games.
Yeah.
So but they provide a poop service and stuff like that. And then so like it makes people miss out on stuff. I've never bought from them. Like I watched, if I needed to buy from them, like it'll be on a rare occasion if I can't find it in another store. But thankfully, that's what I mean. Go out to remedy that, go out and go look at other stores,
Do your research.
do your research, and I got these two for under what the
Retail?
aftermarket retail price is,
Yeah.
and it's pretty good. But yeah, this one, show and tell. Go back to this is starting show and tell. This is the Nintendo 3DS's, the new versions. Like I'm telling you, back to the history.
I've always wanted one. Dude. I think my sister had one.
Yeah,
I had one.
Yeah,
I was gonna
wanted
make
one.
y'all a question. What was y'all first console? Like how y'all started with consoles or
Game
whatever?
Boy.
A
Game
Game
Boy?
Boy
Game Boy.
Advanced.
Yeah.
So y'all
Game
were
Boy.
Nintendo boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Game Boy, NES, 64, PS2. That's it.
Everybody's
That's all I had.
I had
Nintendo.
a Game Boy,
Actually,
and then I had a PSP.
My
The
brother
little
had
PSP.
the Nintendo 64 and the
Mhm.
GameCube,
Uh-huh.
and we bought Mario Party 7 to be exact, and that was like the first game that I've ever played, and that's how I liked the video game.
Yeah. But now that I'm thinking about it, like when do people start with PlayStation? But I forgot Nintendo was the first video game successful.
You seen that? What's a GameCube? GameCube is a
Nintendo?
Nintendo as
That
well.
was so live. It's literally a cube, and you put the cartridge.
Yeah.
in.
It's
yeah.
not even a cartridge. It's just
Or what is it?
It's a disc.
small
It's a-
disc.
Oh,
the
the small
tiny
ones
disc.
with that.
The
Yeah,
tiny
oh,
disc.
damn. I remember
Yeah,
those.
they're so like a niche thing. They had a niche thing. That's what Nintendo. That's why they're successful because they were like the first console they had. Well, not the first console, but like the first
More
portable
annoying.
thing. They're like
Yeah.
the first portable thing, like the Game Boy, and that's why a lot of people. I think that's where I
Game Boy
started.
was so live.
I have all the consoles. I was gonna bring the Game Boy, but I was like, I live in the hood,
I don't
and
know.
if I get mud and I had that Game Boy in my pocket and I get
Like
mud, I was gonna
$1,000.
break my heart. I was like,
You
no,
don't wanna lose that.
because let me tell story time or whatever.
All right, buddy.
Like my first Game Boy I ever had was the SP. Basically, that's what the one that has like it looks like this, but you can close it and stuff like that.
Isn't that a Game
Yeah.
Boy?
That's a SP.
There's different versions of it.
It's because
Oh,
the first
okay,
the
okay.
first Game Boy was like one that's like a
like a long
trapezoid,
one. Yeah, it was
trapezoid like
a-
that.
Like
I had the
And
Like
it
a
had,
PSP.
and it
I had a
had
cube.
battery.
It's like
Yeah,
a square.
like the
You
square
never
one,
have-
but like you can flip it. It's like
Yeah.
a little flip.
It's a
phone
square
type
one.
of thing.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay,
That's-
yeah.
The first
That's
one
the
needed
one I had.
batteries.
Yeah, that's the one I had.
The other one was you can recharge it like with a
Yeah,
the
with
cable.
the
Yeah.
cable.
Yeah, but the first one was a trapezoid, and then they had a like a micro, like a little tiny screen, and then they had the SP. That was like the best Game Boy if you ever needed, because they had like backwards compatible. Because that's not like the first Game Boy. There was even more Game Boys before that. But I had that one. I forgot how one day my family came. We were at Sears. If y'all remember Sears, that was a thing. They used to sell stuff, and my dad just one day just like, here you go. Game Boy.
Game Boy.
I was like, oh, thank you. Whatever. I had Yoshi's Island or whatever. I don't know if you ever played it.
Yeah.
And then I used to carry that
I
all the
remember that
time, bro.
game. Oh
I
my
used to carry that all around and stuff like that. I had a little case.
Sorry, dude.
Eh,
like a little kid or
Had
something.
that nostalgia hit
Yeah,
I
around.
had a
Yeah,
little
that hit me
case with that. Yeah,
crazy,
dude,
bro.
that's why I'm getting this nostalgia, or whatever. But we went to the wash
Propped
one day.
them up right
yeah,
there.
I had to go wash one day, and I always bring my games all the time. But I remember there was like the arcade machines in the wash,
Yeah.
and then I was playing on top of it because I just had lost in the arcade, and I was just started playing. And then my mom had called me, come help me or whatever.
So you put it down.
And I put it down there. I don't know. Okay, stay here. You know, I don't know what my mind was thinking. And then after it finished, I go back running.
Gone.
Where is it? I'm like, no.
Damn.
No,
bro.
I ruined mine's. I ruined
Someone
it so
stole
bad.
bro.
Like it's
Someone
way worse
stole
than
it,
that.
bro.
I wrote at it on Sharpie. I think I wrote my name on it with a Sharpie.
On the screen?
Yeah, no, on the
the top?
like the cover, like the top
Okay,
part.
okay,
yeah,
that's
on
not
the
too
top.
bad, that's not too
no,
bad,
but
huh?
then I wanted to go wash it, so I went to the sink and I put it there and I just started washing it like this and the whole thing was wet, and I tried to turn it on and I'm like, why isn't it turning on?
Brother,
How old were you?
brother, brother.
Oh,
I was like 5, like
okay.
6.
Okay, I guess.
And then I went outside like to try and dry it and just leave it in
Put
the
it in the
sun.
sun.
Yeah, in the sun. It
that boy
didn't.
dried up.
It didn't work at all.
Yeah,
It was
man.
done for. I was like,
My
no.
Game Boy, I had there's this game called Mario and Luigi Superstar.
Dude, that's the best
That
game,
was
bro.
the best Mario
That's-
and Luigi game to me of all time. I never beat it.
Dude,
I wish
beat
I
that
could
game
go
so
back
many
and
times.
beat
I'll give it
But,
to you, bro. No, I won't give it to you, but I'll let you borrow it.
it. My brother had just bought this Impala, and like he was like in high school at the time, so like the payments were coming in. He had to work, go to school, and all that stuff, right? So I would always hang out with him, and I would chill in the back of the car. So every time I would go with him, I would put the Game Boy in the back seat. You know how like there's a little flap You put it in the back seat.
Yeah.
Like behind the passenger seat.
Yeah, some little.
So like I would always put it in there. And like this one day, they came to tow the car because
Right,
he wasn't paying payments.
no way.
And I forgot that the Game Boy was in the Impala, so they took the car away and like
The
never
Game
saw
Boy was in
The
there.
Game Boy girl went with it.
No.
Yeah, so
The
I
value of
never
that
saw
car
it.
went up. Oh my gosh.
They put
Like
the car up in the
$50
back, and I
more.
was like,
No. Damn,
Yeah.
dude.
Damn, bro, that's tough.
We all
Like
just
Superstars.
lost
It's
it.
because
Yeah.
Superstars. You're telling me
That
that
game
game
is
is. I think the game used to retail like $50 still. Like
yes,
like
my
like
dad bought it
60.
for me.
What
Maybe-
games used to come on the Game Boy?
It's like a little. What you mean?
What I know, dude. This you're gonna okay. I used to play. My sister had this game where it was like a Barbie game, and I
Yeah,
used to play it because it was, dude. I was a little kid, and it was a platformer.
Yeah.
I forgot what it was, but it was like a Barbie game, and that was the only game that she had, and so I wanted to play like what she had. So I put the
Yeah.
Barbie game in there. I was like, wow.
I used to have like this Dora game because like my neighbor was like
Yeah.
Dora, so like we bought it because it was like a Dora game. But like
Yeah.
I used to play it like
Yeah,
for no
like
reason.
it was fun. Like it was a platformer, like puzzle game. Like it was fun. But like I forgot what I played. Like what kind of games were on the Game Boy?
I played Pokemon. Like
I'll
that
let
was my
you-
whole life.
Pokemon.
Like that's all. And Mario games. But I
Mario.
mean that's typical. Like
It's
Yeah.
because
I think
I
I
don't
had
think-
like
I don't
a.
think I had Mario.
I had like a
Random
Marvel
games,
game, like a
Yeah.
Spider-Man game.
Yeah, there was so many
Yeah.
random games.
Yeah, it was just like random.
I forgot.
games.
Yeah, I forgot which ones I had.
that's because I'm telling you, Game Boy SP. That's Game Boy Advance. Basically, that's the I remember. That's the third generation of Game Boy. Because there's regular Game Boy, then Game Boy Color,
Yeah.
and then it was Game Boy Advance.
I think I had the Advance.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think I had the
that's
Advance.
what our
Everybody-
generation would
Yeah.
more likely have. But basically, the first two Game Boys was like it would have Super Mario, like the original, like on an NES, but
Yeah.
portable. Then Super Mario Brothers 2. I don't know if y'all play it. It doesn't play like a regular Super Mario Brothers where you get the coin and stuff. It's like you pull turnips
Oh, I
out of
had
the
that
ground.
one. I had that
Okay.
one.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
get
I had
that,
that one.
And then the third one is when when that's when they finally added like power ups, like the raccoon and power ups when he's flying and floating.
Yeah,
But so basically, Game Boy Advance was just basically getting all those games and remastering them on so it looks better. Basically,
Yeah.
it wasn't really just like where you would get like new games. Like the only games that revolutionized that system was Superstar Saga. That's like the Mario Brother, but it wasn't really like a mainline. But yeah, it was like it's an RPG. It's like it's those turn fighter, like where like you level up after you kill like a group, and then you just level up,
Okay.
and then you just
it
press
was,
A.
the
and you
fighting
jump.
was like Pokemon. You know how
Yeah,
like
it's like Pokemon and shit. They only
Where-
have some Pokemon.
where you like find somebody and like there's like a group of like things and you just like attack the people like with your group and you level them up until like they're strong.
RPG, basically.
Yeah.
That's what RPG is. I think that's what it's called in Japan. Super Mario Brothers RPG. Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's what it is. That one, and then what was that other best Game Boy game that was on there that you absolutely had to have? But
I forgot. Yeah,
don't-
it's like although
yeah,
I forgot
they
about
had
all those,
poopy
yeah.
one.
They had a lot of them.
The one of the Mario mainline games that not mainline, but separate games was Mario Pinball. Who's gonna play Mario Pinball?
I think I played that. Not gonna lie.
I think yeah.
I think I did play
Mario
that.
Pinball. So you
Yeah.
just playing
Yeah.
pinball.
Who's gonna play
You
that?
know
Yeah.
what the best console was though? Did y'all ever go to the flea market and there was like a penguin and then like you put like the little
El
cartridge in the
Pingüino,
back
brother.
and you get like
Brother.
it gets like a little fake gun
Oh.
and you like
Dude, those
Talk
there's
about-
little birds.
Talk about
Yeah.
Duck Hunt.
Duck
Yeah,
Hunt,
yeah, yeah.
Those
Okay.
games were so
It's like
penguin.
prevalent. Basically, what that was is an emulator because it's not the real system.
Yeah, yeah,
Basically,
It
well,
just gives, like,
Hispanics
all-
or they
Yeah.
can find like the pirated
It's
versions. Of
basically-
it. It was a pirated
It's
version
like
of
a
an NES.
of an
Yeah.
NES.
Yeah,
Yes.
NES.
Yeah.
It's because there's too much history
My-
for Nintendo.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
father bought me that, and it was the greatest thing I've ever played in my life. Like I had like every Mario game, every like Sonic game on
okay.
there. Like it was just
Yeah,
random games.
it was just random
the
games.
games.
But
Yeah.
I think NES, that's where Duck Hunt started or whatever. And then there was
Yeah.
like Super Mario Bros. Like the first one. And then there was like for the Super Nintendo and that Super NES, that's when Super Mario World, the one where you get a feather and then he gets a cape. I don't know if
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
And that's when you get Yoshi is first
And you
introduced.
did the little
Yeah,
spoon.
I remember that, I
and
remember
then
that.
and then after that would be like the Game Boys, and then that's when you get Super Mario with the raccoon. Basically, that's how it
Or like a
progressed.
different versions, yeah.
Different versions, basically. But those technology had gone far advanced that basically people could power up through a penguin. I don't know how they did it. But like that's where you get all the first NES because it was already old at that time.
Yeah.
So you can. It was like systems were powerful enough to emulate it.
Did you have that?
What?
The little
The duck hunt?
penguin?
No, it's like a little
There's some
penguin.
birds.
No. But
Wait,
like
talking about
It
Duck
was
Hunt or
literally
some
a
other
penguin.
game?
No.
No.
The system
the
was
system
literally a
itself
penguin.
was a penguin.
Oh,
It was literally a
yeah.
penguin.
It was like, you know how the Nintendo 64, you have the cartridge and you put it on top? So like the thing was a penguin standing up, and on the back was where you put the cartridge. But
I
it
don't
was
think I've
like
seen that.
You
it
never
was like a
played that,
bootleg.
yeah.
It was
But-
only like at flea markets.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
You
so,
know, like-
dude, that thing
Nah.
was so famous. Someone searched because that's
Yes.
a memory.
No,
I used
but-
to have it.
Nah, dude,
I used to
I
play
think-
Street Fighter on it.
Yeah,
somehow,
Street
I don't
Fighter
know,
was
'cause
on
it-
it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was basically every game was on it, but it was just like a jailbroken.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my dad had a Nintendo and he jailbroke it, so I had like a SIM card, like the regular cartridge, and so I had like he put it in there, and you could change the theme of the Nintendo,
Yeah.
and then you can play like a series of all of these Nintendo games, like Mario, Luigi's Mansion. You can play like Mario Kart, like a bunch of all these games, but
Yeah.
on that SIM card, so you can select what game you wanted, and he jailbroke that. I don't know how he did that, but he
Probably
did.
just
He
bought
figured it out.
Yeah.
No, like he had a system on his laptop, and he was
Okay,
dragging
got it.
files, and he was like, putting it on the
Boy went
cartridge.
out of his
Yeah,
way.
A technology
yeah,
man.
dude.
Yeah,
Yeah, because
but-
he was like he
Like
was into
gamer
that
back
stuff
then,
too.
no?
Yeah, he was. My dad used to he gave me his PS2. He gave me his
Yeah.
NES,
That's
and then he
dope.
gave me like
That's
his what was it called? Like he bought me the Game Boy. Like he was a gamer himself. We used to play Mortal Kombat all the time, dude.
That's it.
And like we used to play like all the little vintage little games. Dude, those consoles were something else.
They were
That's
Yeah.
crazy that kids today won't even grow up with that. Like, they won't get that
They
experience.
They got a
won't
PS5,
get
bro.
that.
They
They
got-
got a whole
Yeah, they got-
iPad with just like any random
Steam Deck.
games. Yeah.
It's
Stuff like that.
because it's weird if you really
Switches.
think about it. I don't know. To us, we think that they're not.
We're back.
Okay.
Whoa, whoa.
Our camera died.
He
so-
caught the Captain America shield like that, like Bucky. You know what's it?
Dang.
We're back.
Thank you.
That's Kevin.
Yeah, we're back.
Yeah, but
That's
I
Kevin.
mean,
That's me.
we left off on me about talking about like
The video games.
Video games, like I got this under retail or whatever. But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I'm knowledgeable in video games. But
That's what Ale does. Buys like a lot of consoles.
I
for
don't buy
nostalgia.
anymore because I feel like I already have all of them.
Well, you probably.
There
yeah,
really
probably.
is nothing else that I could buy because I bought everything that I liked basically. That I remember. Oh, I wanted to play that one so bad, and then I got told no, you can't get that. I'm like,
Get you a
dang.
man like Ale. He gets what he wants.
My little nerd you.
My little
Oh
nerd,
my,
you.
What the heck, bro? No way, dog. No. But yeah,
Someone's
what's
gonna
it called?
clip that.
Clip that.
Clip it.
Clip that.
Clip it.
I'm gonna make
But-
that Ale's contact.
My little nerd.
My
My
little nerd.
you. But I mean, there's a difference between nerd and geek.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Think about it. I think I'm more of a. I'm both. Never mind.
All right.
Nice.
Good.
Yeah. But yeah. I mean, I guess I could say like, if y'all want to see more of this, if you're interested, I mean, I guess we're gonna make a video game channel. Well, I'm gonna make it because I'm the one. But
In the
I
near
mean,
future.
yeah. I mean, it's because everybody here has like a specific like memory. Because
Memory
I'm
of
more
certain
like
consoles.
well, I'm everything, but I'm pretty sure you have like we were talking off camera. You had PlayStation, Silent Monks. That's
Yeah,
one thing.
PlayStation
And that's one
was
thing
there,
you want to
yeah.
really play, bro.
That's Shaolin Monks was the best version. Just gonna say that.
Greatest game of all
Shaolin
time.
Mortal
Monks was the
Kombat.
best version of Mortal Kombat. They should bring another version of that back. Like
Yeah.
literally, so good, so good,
That co-op story mode
so
was
good,
amazing.
so good.
I don't think I can ever play Mortal Kombat like when I was younger because that's a funny story. Like I remember my uncle brought it one time, and then my uncle brought it, and what's it called? Like I froze somebody and I killed him, and I was like, oh, I was so scared. I put the controller down, and I was like, oh. And I didn't want to play that, but I mean,
I think
we
the one
could
game.
we could really make another like,
like
channel
the-
for this,
yeah.
because we could make like story. Like there's a whole bunch of stuff that we can talk
Yeah, I
about.
played
like,
Final Fantasy. I was
Yeah.
like 7, 8. And there was this one boss I couldn't beat. I just started crying.
You just threw
Crying of anger, bro.
You
Like,
threw the
I
game
just
or
like,
whatever.
why can't I beat you? I just started bawling, bro.
You know what's funny?
Fucking mad.
Kevin has the same reaction now.
Oh yeah, I still do. I just don't cry,
Kevin
but
hasn't
you know, I
changed
was,
reaction.
yeah,
He's yelling
I
a
still
lot
get
of
angry
stuff,
with
bro.
He'll
it.
lose in
Be yelling to the
FIFA
top.
and he'll go crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we could really be talking about like make it a whole because this is a whole nother topic. Like,
A whole separate
Yeah,
section
yeah.
where we could just talk
but
about
like, I mean,
memories.
going back to I know I announced earlier I was gonna make, like 3 podcasts ago. I was gonna make a YouTube channel for gaming. But I mean, I like obviously this like I have all the material I need like, and then so just look out for that. I feel like that's gonna be, but I feel like 2 different ones. I think just one for me, to like play like the newest stuff. But then like there's like retro stuff we can play, and then we could like all of us play it at the same time or whatever. Like
its own entity.
Like it's like a whole nother podcast. Yeah,
a whole different stuff. Like we have all these ideas, we just gotta like put it down.
More of the gaming side.
Gaming side of us. So you guys are interested in that.
Yeah. Incorporate that or whatever. But yeah, bro. I think that that's pretty much my.
Yeah,
I have too many
We're
ideas,
running out
bro.
of time, and we other topics for another time, another podcast that we could talk about.
Yeah.
But we love you guys. Thank you for sticking around. If you have, please subscribe, like all the YouTuber stuff that Alice says.
Heck yeah.
Anything else you want to add? No.
Just have a nice rest of the week, like until we have the next one.
Yeah.
See you guys next time.
Yeah, see you guys in the next one. Bye bye. Leave. Get out of here. Leave.
Click the
Go.
click
Get
it.
out.